Sorry to hear that, Dan.
Yeah, man. Poop happens.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live at the Bench. Luke's not with us tonight. He's running a bit late. I think Dan knows the reason why. Where is he, Dan?
He's
eating Sophie's.
Shut up, you! Shut up, Jamie. Where is he, Dan?
He's having an evening meal, isn't he?
An evening meal, a succulent Chinese meal.
He's eating out at Sophie's nan's.
Oh, you didn't say it properly, but you nearly did. Anyway, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday Night Live at the Bench. We are finally back with another night, and Dan is a bit of a shit out. He shit out with that one. He really did. Not what he said before. Yeah.
To be fair, though, I'd have backpedaled slightly because, you know.
Yeah. Know your audience.
Yeah.
I do know my audience. Anyway, yes, hello everyone. Welcome to our Friday night show. We're here for a few hours to keep you entertained in some way, shape or form. Yes, Luke is late. He says he's going to be late. I don't reckon he's going to be here.
He's going to fall asleep on settee.
Yeah, he's going to be tuckered out after his meal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Sophie's nan is.
And obviously, Si's not with us either because he's away.
He's helping.
Yeah,
he's got to help Juan with decorating.
He is. He's there right now with somebody's money.
So the money was resting in my account before I actually put it on to
Goes money resting in someone's account. So yeah, it's just us. It's just us. Andy's going to be back, I think, in a bit. But it's just us. You got the good-looking lot, including Richard Gere, who's with us. Hey, right. So, yes. So we've got Paul Lewis, Great Scott, who's got his. Where did that come from? Quick wardrobe change.
What?
Do you have that T-shirt on before?
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, so much you pay attention. Thank goodness.
He didn't. That's why his hair's a bit. Because he's.
You were good in last week's Mandalorian. I'll give you that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what all good about it.
He looks over hard, doesn't he?
You got me as well. Roland's with us. We got Rich Blonde in. Joe's there with his new fancy. Look at this fancy camera angle.
Oh, what an angle!
We got international jet setter Dan is with us as well, and Mr. Croak. Oh, what's this you got here? Follow me on Facebook at the Dan Cave. Oh, scrolling banner.
Yeah, scrolling banner technology.
Whoa.
Flashing it.
High tech, Dan. High tech.
Very high tech. That was all CGI, by the way.
I've got
Industrial Light and Magic did that for me. What was that? Pro scale?
Pro scale?
Pro scale?
What do they do?
2K clear cut like that. Oh.
Well, I've heard of the world-renowned, world-class paint producers.
Yes,
Pro
that's
scale.
them. That's them.
That's you.
That's them. That's
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, Alan's with us as well, who's got more pro scale stuff on the bottom there.
He's got a special guest there, Teddy.
Oh!
Hey, Teddy.
He looks like Alan looks like a shit Bond villain.
Hang on. Al, where's your other hand?
Yeah.
Are you keeping it warm?
Yeah. Jamie's with us as well, Mr. Marsh Models, and Mr. Scattergun's with us as well. So we're here for a few hours to keep you entertained in some way, shape or form. And Shay, I don't know.
Any of them.
And yes, we are. We're here. So we don't have any new kits because Simon's slacking. He's doing decorating.
Sure he is.
Which involves a lot of drinking and falling over, I think, to be honest. And obviously Luke's not here. His section's up though, isn't he? I did say it earlier on.
Yeah.
Right, so we got that. Obviously we got a bumper, what you've been working on with Dan. I'm guessing Roland's section's quite busy as well. Questions for the crew, Dan?
Yep. There's a few in there.
Excellent. We got Paul's question of the week as well. It's quite a good one again this week.
Yep.
Roland, looking at what you work on, I think I've already mentioned. Alan will give us a quick rundown on the group builds. Yeah, that's it. That's the lot. So,
Good night, everyone.
yeah, bye.
Bye.
Do you want to read the chat down? You happy reading it?
Yep, can do.
Go on then, mate.
So bright start this evening from Just Johnny, who's in with a good evening all. So hey Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
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 First past the post, Alan Parker's in there. Good evening, everyone. Brian Windmill is with us, saying good evening. Hey Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hey,
Hey, Brian.
Richard P is in. Hello to all on the live crew on the chat. Hey Richard.
Hello,
How's it,
mate.
Rich?
Hey, Richard.
Hey, buddy.
Roland is in there, model kit beginner. Welcome to the show. Jeff Light is in, saying good evening, guys, and everyone in chat. Evening, Jeff. Evening, Maggie.
Oh,
Hey,
Hey,
Jeff.
guys.
Maggie.
Tracy F is in. Long lost brother of Axel F, of course. Hello, all. Hope you're well.
Hey,
Tracy.
Tracy.
Hey, Tracy.
Steve's in, saying good evening, all.
Buongiorno.
Hey, Steve.
Midlife Chaos is in, saying hello, everyone. Good
What's
evening,
in-
Midlife Chaos.
Hello, buddy.
Well, welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome to the club.
Mike Pfeiffer is in, saying greetings from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Not new and not Mexico.
Very
He's
nice.
not you and he's not
Oh,
Mexican.
here we go.
Hello, Mike.
David
Hey, Mike.
Tubes is in, saying hello, guys.
Hey, Dave.
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Hey.
David M is in, saying hi, everyone.
Hello,
Hey,
Dave.
Hey, Dave.
Andrew's in chat, say the evening, everyone. Welcome back. Hope everyone is well tonight.
How's it,
Not bad,
Andrew?
Hey, Mike.
Wayne Saunders is in, saying evening, guys. Hey, Wayne.
Hello, Wayne.
How's it?
Hey, Wayne.
Mark Runsman's in, saying evening, gents. Have a good one. Thank
Hello,
you,
Mark.
Oh, thanks,
Thanks,
Mark.
Mark.
Luke Ash is back as well, saying good evening, mate. Good evening, Luke.
Hey,
Evening,
Luke.
Luke.
Ooh.
PJ Lewis is in there saying good morning / afternoon / evening, model kit wranglers around the world.
Hey, Bert.
Very
Yeah.
time zone friendly greeting now.
Me.
What was on there?
Joe Camilleri is in there saying evening all, our very own Joe.
Who?
Dead Phoenix is in as well saying hey you guys.
Hey, Dan.
Hi,
Hey,
Dan.
Hey,
Dan.
Dan.
Hey, Dan.
Wayne Holmes is with us saying evening gents and all watching. Hope everyone's all good.
Hello, Wayne.
Wayne.
Hey,
Wayne.
Wayne.
Hugh Gordon's in saying evening all.
Hey,
How's it,
Bert.
you?
hey,
Yeah,
yeah.
King Dan is of course with us as well saying yo-yo peeps. Traditional and typical.
Us?
And then Mark Runsman says, Dan, my thoughts are with the whole of the Irish rallying community. So for those who aren't aware, Craig Breen, the Irish World Rally driver, sadly passed away yesterday with a pre-event crash.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time since 2006 there's been a fatality in the World Rallying scene. So absolutely shocking.
Mm.
33 years old. That it just doesn't even bear belief, to be honest. And given the levels of safety they have, that's so unusual. But yeah, thank you, Mark.
Definitely.
Philip H is in saying, what is the common denominator for the live crew?
We go live on a
Excellent.
Friday evening.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Talent.
we do.
Talent, Tom. Yeah, stop there,
I'm
Dan.
not too sure about that
We
one.
don't need no others than talent. That's all we need. Talent.
I think
Oh,
you get
yeah.
them on the trade descriptions for that.
I was going to say, I reckon I'm in the wrong place.
Debauchery, maybe.
Yeah.
Baby.
Sodomy.
Safe.
Oh.
Only what happens at Telford stays at Telford.
Exactly. Glenn Snyder's in saying evening all. Evening, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, Glenn.
And then Hugh Gordon suggests humanity.
Oh, hell no.
No, that's not a common denominator.
They're the big things that live in Florida, aren't they? Those things.
Think so.
Dark Soldier is in saying hello all.
How's it?
Hey, buddy.
Richard Thomas says good evening all. Thumbs up everyone.
Hey, Richard.
Hey,
Look, I feel something.
Make sure you wash it in between.
Well, I'd wash it all over, to be honest.
Whoa.
Hugh Gordon then says whatever.
Wrong context, but perfectly executed.
Yeah. David Wright then says evening all, with you guys all night tonight. I'm probably using the spray booth for the first time.
Oh,
Nice
nice.
one.
Good stuff, David. Exciting
Well, we
stuff.
want to see results over on ISM. Go and post your work.
Definitely.
Yep.
David M says Rich Blondin looking very young. He is indeed.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he?
He does.
Thank you.
We're not even sure it's him, to be fair.
Stunt double. Stunt double.
It's his better looking younger brother. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Steve Barlow's in saying evening all.
Hey,
Hi,
Steve.
Steve.
Dave.
There's Dave.
Isn't he from Coronation Street or something?
Oh, that's Gary.
Mika's in saying good evening all.
Hey,
Hey,
Mika.
Mika.
Let me get.
I've seen Mika for a while, haven't we, in the hangout?
No.
Oh, really?
No, we haven't.
Mike Pfeiffer then says hello all and enjoy the banter.
Hey, Mike.
Nice.
Hey, Mike.
Steve Burns is with us saying evening everyone. Hope we've all had a good week.
Hey, bud.
It was all right.
Pretty
Stephen.
good.
All right.
Relatively normal.
It was a 4-day week, so it was good.
Yeah.
Timson72 is in saying evening all.
Hey, Aaron.
And Rich Blondin is in chat saying hi all and glad it's Friday.
Oh, yes.
Too right.
Yeah.
So Mike Pfeiffer says I'm a model railroader and occasionally build model cars and have since 4 years old.
Oh, that's
Nice.
fantastic.
Oh,
Mike.
nice.
Welcome.
Oh,
Must be knackered.
Well,
Good board, Mike.
hang around here too much and you'll stop doing railroads and just build cars.
Yeah.
Quite catching. Johnny Becker is in saying moin from Denmark.
Hey, Johnny.
Hello,
how's it
Bree.
going?
Johnny.
Peter Milgate is in saying hello folks. Hey Peter.
Hey, Peter.
hey, Peter.
Stephen Bird suggests maybe we could do a Craig Breen group build. That's not a bad shout, but there's not many kits out there. There's definitely the Citroen, and there's probably a couple of liveries for some of the other cars out there, but not many. Might be worth a look though. Brandon Drescher's in saying, "Hey guys, thumbs up."
Hey,
Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Good to see you, buddy.
Craig Stadius is with us saying, "Even guys and girls and
Hey,
all
Craig.
the life crew."
Hey, Craig.
Craig.
Stig Sai is with us saying, "Even guys, hope you're all okay."
Oh,
Stig
mate.
Sai.
Hi, Mike. Yep. Doing.
One and only Plastic Monkey is with us saying, "Good evening."
Hey.
Hey, Paul.
Oh,
G'day.
Peter Milgate says, "Thanks for letting me hang out with you all."
Make sure you took it back
Anytime.
into the session.
It was good to
Yeah,
have you,
but-
Peter. Come back anytime.
David Wright is with us saying, "Good evening to you."
Peter?
Has he been in today, has he?
oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I'm guessing it was swear words aplenty.
oh,
Ah,
been terrible.
So potty
Oh,
mouth.
good.
David Wright is with us saying, "Good evening to you all."
Who's that, sorry?
Was it?
David Wright.
Oh, David.
Hi,
Hey,
David.
David.
Tees Modeler is in with us as well saying, "Even all."
Hello, Paul.
Hey,
Hey,
Paul.
buddy.
Philip H is saying, "Shane Paul wasn't live this morning as I was going to make a guest appearance back last Monday."
The hangout's still open. I'm assuming the lads were in here early on.
Yeah.
We come ruin their day. Visited them.
Lucky
Graham
escape,
McRobert is
Paul.
with us.
Lucky escape.
Yeah, Graham McRobert is with us saying hi to our hosts in chat. Hey,
Oh,
Graham.
Graham.
Hey, Graham.
Graham.
Brian Wimble says, "Paul, did we take a pic of your hand cleaning out the compressor the other day?"
No, you can get a video still from the hangout. My
Yeah.
compressor was on the other day. You know when it clicks off?
Oh.
It went boop, boop, boop. I thought, uh-oh.
Yeah.
There was water in there, so I undid it outside and literally look, I shit myself all over my hand. It was
It's just
Timson72 asks, "Has the new Hyundai kit got Breen's number?" I don't think it does. I think the only one I've seen boxed is the Citroen from Belt Kits with his livery in it. Dave Robinson asks, "Hey everyone, hope you're all well. I've had a rubbish day. Was sent home from work due to swelling on my face and spent 2 hours ringing around dentists trying to get an emergency appointment. Oh dear."
Oh,
Damn.
yeah, that's
Oh,
Ring,
great.
if you can't get one,
Good.
ring treble one. Ring treble one.
Yeah.
They'll find you one.
David Wright says, "Hi all, what car would you say is a good starter model for a noob?"
maybe we can add that to your questions then.
Anything? Yes.
Yeah, we'll cover it later. We'll get back to it later in the questions for the crew bit.
Yeah.
So hang around. Sean White is with us saying, "Good evening, crew and chat." Hey, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, sure.
sure.
And then Mike Pfeiffer says, click the like, boys. I got to eat lunch.
Yep, 67
all right.
watching, 34 thumbs up. Come on, peeps. If you're watching any TV, you can still give a thumbs up. It's on your remote control. It's on your remote control. So, yeah.
And then Hugh Gordon says, Monkey, tell Sue we are waiting.
You left a bit out at the end.
Yeah, he left a bit out at the end.
I would never say that to Sue. In a million years.
Oh, they're a lazy
Nope.
man.
Couldn't do that. Paul
I
Burge,
told-
you would have said anything more.
I told her to shave her beard off the other day while we were live.
Oh,
Nice one, Paul. Nice one.
And we're all caught up as well.
Paul Burridge is there as well, evening all. Evening, Paul.
Paul.
Hey, Paul.
I won't miss you out, mate. Dan's ignorant. Sorry.
I did say Paul Burridge as well.
Wasn't listening.
Exactly. What?
Yeah, exactly. Right, let's start with questions for the crew. Go on, Dan. Get them out.
Oh, blimey.
I know. Unless you want a break for a minute.
No, we can go straight in. Who are?
Are you ready for your interview, Paul? You're ready, aren't you, Jamie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
You're ready for your interview, aren't you?
What interview? Isn't about this.
Plans for 3 weeks tonight.
What? This is new.
No.
It is best to be unprepared for it.
You'll have to be on your toes then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Think
while I'm
fast.
just finding him on Facebook, we'll go back to the first question.
Agents.
Excuse me.
He's talking.
I apologise, Dan.
So what was the question? Question was from, can't even see it on the chat now. I'm gone blind. Oh, from David Wright. Which car kit would you say is a good starter kit for a newbie? Let's start with that one.
I would personally go with Tamiya.
MFH Pink Pig.
I go Tamiya non-race
Yeah.
personally, just so you're not dealing with tons of decals on your
Yeah.
first kit, but something that still goes together well. That's what my choice.
911,
Loads.
GT3.
Something
Yeah.
RX-7.
RX-7, any of the Skylines. Maybe avoid the Z-Tunes. It's got a bit of a tricky front bumper on it. RX.
Don't do an LFA.
No, don't do an LFA. 3000 Mitsubishi 3000 GT, the Celicas, any of those sub 20, 25 kits. No, I wouldn't go decal on your first kit. 100%, I wouldn't at all.
No.
And you can't go wrong. Some of the Rebel kits are fantastic, but they can be hit and miss.
Yeah.
And you get a few more parts in there as well, because we get engine and everything. So depends how confident you are. If you're not, I'd stick to something simple.
Yeah. If you're a newbie, I would definitely go with the Tamiya kit. I wouldn't tackle an AMT kit or a Revel kit for your first kit.
I wouldn't tackle one for your 100th kit, if I'm honest.
Come on.
Yeah, true.
We can still make AMT and other kits look pretty.
Well,
Alan's looking relaxed.
Yeah, I'm just looking at my stash up there, thinking what would be an easy kit to start with. But I say, same as Paul said, the Mazda, the GTO, the R32 Skylines, all from Tamiya.
that RX-7 that I did in that video build of the rattle can, they are 14 quid delivered.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
You got a mass set in there. There's a simple engine in it.
Yeah.
It goes together. Unbelievably easy. It's a great kit. 14 quid. Absolute bargain, that is.
Yeah.
We've got the daily hangout as well, where you can come and join us and get some advice if needs be.
Yeah, David is, I think he's one of the patrons as well, David, I think.
And definitely come and join us.
Yeah, come and
Definitely.
join us. You got any questions, mate? I think it is you, mate. I'm pretty sure it is. I think I messaged you on Patreon saying about if you want to add into the support chat group, let me know. Because if you jump in that as well, it is you. I thought it was. Yeah, it is. If you get put in that, mate, on Facebook, you can just ask questions directly in there.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, this is open all day from normally about 8:30 till 9 o'clock of the night. Can be sometimes later, Rich, can't it?
Yeah.
Open 12 hours a day normally. People are in here most of the day. I'm not here in the afternoon as much, but the lads are. So again, it's a wealth of information in here. really is. And obviously, I do videos, Dan does videos, Roland does videos, so you can get information off that. So yeah, but
Yeah, I have a kit review of that RX-7 and some of the easier Tamiya kits, so you can have a look there what they look like.
what are you looking at there? What's going on? What are you two up to?
It's a porn site or
Oh.
something.
What?
Yeah.
What are we looking at? What are you up to there?
Facebook. Blatant.
I know.
Got no shame, have you, Dan? Got no shame.
No.
He's even put it on my whiteboard, look.
Oh, that's what you were pointing at then. Git.
I like it.
Anyone else any other opinions on that?
No, I think you covered it well.
I think that's it, isn't it?
We definitely don't
Daddy.
recommend the AMT 63 split window Corvette, do we?
No.
Yeah,
No,
no, we
definitely
don't. You might want to skip that one for the time being.
It also depends. Was the question a car model?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, never mind.
Tamiya
Yeah.
Porsche Boxster. Boxster? That's a hard one to find, that.
Yeah, quite rare. Evo 6, good suggestion as well.
Evo 6, good kit. Yeah. Any of those good kits.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all. So next question is from Sam Lodge, who asks, what tools do you 100% recommend for an experienced modeler wanting to move to MFH kits?
Oh,
So-
I'm out.
Hotline to the Samaritans, probably.
Definitely.
Guess so.
Need to
Good
invest-
soldering iron, plenty of files, plenty of micro drill bits.
Good pin vise.
Yeah, very good pin vise.
Good
More drill
sanders.
bits.
Yeah.
Also psychologist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And more drill
Money
bits.
for extra manufacturer kits when you get hooked on them.
Mhm.
Yes,
Uh,
they are addictive.
a second mortgage for all the other stuff you have to buy to complete the kit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Either get a tumbler or make friends with somebody with a tumbler.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally recommend that.
Otherwise, cleaning can be a pain, apparently, I heard.
It can.
Decent files are a must. Decent drill bits are
Yeah.
a must.
Yeah.
A good pin vise. A good pin vise is definitely a must. And
Not a squeaky one.
not a squeaky one, no.
Not a squeaky one. You don't
You
want to
don't want
squeak.
that.
But sanders, definitely a good amount of sanders.
And a barrel full of patience.
Definitely.
Where'd you get that from?
Yeah.
Patient
Shop
is
is
comes by the barrel, sack, truckload,
Okay.
all sorts.
Pair of tights.
A what?
A pair of tights to put over your head when you have to go and rob the post office to fund
Or
your MFH.
how about?
Wow.
Yeah.
Barely hear it.
Oh, you can barely hear it. It's because it should be full volume. Full volume. Oh. There we go.
But yeah, definitely. all.
I say,
I mean, you've got to look at it in all seriousness. Like if you're just starting on these kits, and you can't just look at it as you're paying anywhere between £500 and £800 for the kit. That is the start of it. You know, if you haven't got all the right tools to do it, you can spend nearly as much again in getting the kit to do it.
Yep.
Definitely.
Dave says he's been watching the videos, intimidated by my models. Don't be intimidated.
Don't be
mate.
intimidated, mate. Everything builds, doesn't it?
It's a learning curve.
And like I keep harping back to, like the daily hangout, if you do get one and you get into it, pop in there. There's plenty of us in there crying. We can all cry together.
Swearing and
Offer a bit of advice.
throwing a decal pens around the room and
Yeah, no, that can happen.
Yes.
Who does that?
There's a wealth of knowledge in there. People use it.
I just started my first MFH kit, and it's it's very addictive, but it is pushing me out of my comfort zone, really pushing me out of my comfort zone. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it that way. So we'll see what happens in a couple weeks, but right now I'm enjoying it.
That's it, bud.
Yeah.
So there we go. Thank you all. So next question is from the dead phoenix himself, Daniel Pedersen, who asks,
Oh, Danny.
what is the best life hack you have discovered in regards to modeling?
Life hack.
Life hack.
I don't know if it's the right answer, but I'd say watch somebody else build it first.
Good one. Go on.
Yeah.
I like it.
That's a tough question.
There's definitely something to be said for that, Rich, because for that Fujimi GT40 I did recently when I was building it, the first thing I did was go and watch Paul's video series.
I was going to say YouTube's your friend, isn't it?
Yeah. Just makes it
with
just
everything.
makes it easier
To be
build.
fair.
Yeah, you kind of know you're not forgetting something essential.
Yeah.
You don't have to agonize over the instructions thinking, oh, I missed a bit. You can watch someone else do it and either follow along or learn from their mistakes depending on how their build came out. But yeah, that's a good point. YouTube is the ultimate guide to learning how to do stuff.
100%.
Life hack.
I think one of mine was the water pens for the decal solutions, because that was a fantastic tip till we realised that they weren't airtight and that your decal solutions went off over time. But that was very good. What are you laughing at? What am I missing? What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Stop being paranoid.
You're not paranoid, you're right.
I'm confused, I'm not gonna lie.
So am I.
Yeah.
School
I
children,
think I
behave
missed
yourself.
something somewhere.
Hey? I've no idea the whole ELO going off.
Paul's on a different stream tonight.
I'm not. I'm moving the chat over here so I can see it on this screen. So I was just pulling things over there. I might have to watch your stream back to see what you're up to.
But I can't think of any life hacks that I've got to say other than, researching, whether it's YouTube or pictures or whatever,
Yeah. Organization. I don't know.
And planning.
Yeah, that's a tough question. Life hack is.
I'll be honest. I don't even know what a life hack is. So.
Something you find like in your normal day-to-day life that fits in with your hobby. So, like I say, the water pens. Finding out the artist water pens can hold decal solutions.
Well, I thought I knew 2 facts, and it turns out both of them are wrong. So I don't.
Well, you shit out looking at.
I've shit right out look with them.
Yeah, and 54% of all statistics are made up on the spot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't trust any of them if you haven't falsified it yourself.
Yeah. But then isn't the entire history of modeling based on that definition of a life hack with regards to modeling? Isn't the entire history of modeling just that?
You make it up as you go along, don't you?
Yeah, because everything in modeling has been about using techniques and skills from so many other things. Whether it's the type of paint, using CA glue, using automotive
banging
paint.
2 stones together to make an axe.
Yeah,
something like that. I mean, I could go on like my job experience in the past has helped me with model building. Mechanical stuff that I've done in the past, restoring antique cars with my father. That's a life hack that I've transferred into modeling. So. That's about it.
That's a very deep, thought-provoking question, Mr.
It
Penn.
is that.
A lot
Yeah.
of head scratching and, well, beard stroking for some of us anyway.
Yeah, I missed mine.
I love it.
Anyway, if we have any other thoughtful revelations, we'll come back to them. So the next question is from Aftab, who asks, having just seen a post of how a shed has evolved into a workspace for ISM, how would you say you have evolved as a modeler over the years? And what is one big lesson you've taken away from the experience?
Nah. I won't give my honest answer on that one.
Yeah.
That what that is. Hopefully you can hear this.
That would be an ecumenical matter.
I have one big piece of advice for everybody there, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. I think for me, it can be quite, I suppose, like a lonely sort of hobby, really. But I think the biggest thing for me is like finding this, really, because, you can, every day, you can do what you enjoy, but with mates. And it just, I don't know, just motivates you a bit more. I think that's I think, one of the biggest things for me.
Oh,
It's certainly brought me on.
Yeah,
because it spurs you on, doesn't it?
I was going to go in a similar vein. Don't start a daily live hangout thing and don't join people. Stay on your own. It's easy.
Terrible.
It makes it a different thing, doesn't it, when you're around other people?
Yeah.
It does, yeah.
It does.
I think my most important bit of advice for anyone is just take your time with stuff. It's not a race. You don't have to build that model in a week. You don't have to.
Nope.
Enjoy what you're doing. It's unless you really want to fly through a model like we did on the Stingrays. Okay, I'll openly admit we pushed through that one to get it done. But take your time on stuff. Enjoy the kit. Get your money's worth out of the kit, and don't be afraid of having a putting it down for a bit and having a step back and a rethink, or even redoing things if something goes wrong. I'm the worst one that thinks, screw it, because sometimes some stuff's just not worth fixing.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to ask questions either.
No, absolutely.
I mean, even if to you that it sounds a daft question, it doesn't matter. Okay, every question's a good question. Okay, if you want someone to help you with something, either see us in the chat here or come into the hangout, or contact us somehow. We will have an answer for you.
Definitely.
And if we don't know one, we'll make one up for you.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's it. We are good at that too.
Make everything up.
Just like with the last question about life hacks, we just made stuff up, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I think the biggest lesson for me is don't be afraid to try different techniques and to explore the hobby. Because I would have said for years, probably from the age of 13, 14, when I probably started building, up until about 6 or 7 years ago, I never changed my techniques. I was happy building, 70-second scale aircraft kits, brush painting them, got a reasonable result I was happy with, and never really explored other options until about 6 or 7 years ago, when I finally went down the airbrushing route and finally tried some different things more regularly. And I think my modeling has progressed significantly over those last few years.
Really?
I was waiting for that.
Funny because it's true.
Anybody else?
I was just saying, I think the biggest thing I say for me is say these hangouts, isn't it? I can't even really think about modeling now without you guys being there whilst I'm modeling, if that makes sense.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, this is like a daily job for me again. Like I retired 5 years ago, and 3 years ago I fell into this, and it's just turned into a regular routine now. I get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to come down here to sit with you guys and model. Like it's just part of my daily routine now.
I was at it today for an hour and a half without you lot, and it was very strange. Very weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Get it while you can.
Wasn't worth joining. I was in the spray booth, so I wouldn't be able to hear you anyway. Which again is nice.
Any more?
No.
Well, thank you. That's all the questions. So thank you to all the questioners. All those that posted.
Questionnaires.
Questionnaires, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you to all those that posted a question. It's appreciated.
Definitely.
Right. Oh, we've got Simon's. What have you been bought as well? Who's doing that? I forgot about that section tonight.
I've got it ready to go. I have so.
There's a lot in it.
Yeah.
Have I got anything to put in? I've got stuff to put in. I forgot to put it in.
I got way too much stuff to put in there.
Well,
Yeah,
is it in there?
I saw it's full, so I put mine in next week.
No, there's just way too much stuff for me to add in there that I picked up in the past 3 weeks.
Next week, won't it? So you're very selfish.
Give him his own section. Come on.
There's a lot of it not just going to be rereading the list of lots from the charity auction 2 weeks ago.
Let's read this chat. I'll catch up on this. Yeah, 80 watching, 43 thumbs up, 51 now, 90 watching. Come on, peeps, let's get some thumbs ups on the go. No excuse for no thumbs ups. Come on. Tony Tibbs, Slot Escape. Evening, chaps. It's an interesting name, Tony. Yeah. Listen to Jamie and Mr. Lewis. They are the pros, according to Philip. Pros at what, though, Philip?
At what?
What?
Yeah. Don't forget, you can buy a cheap plastic kit for 25 quid and spend 150 quid in it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Steve's got a random fact about Hudson Hawk. There you go. Well done, Steve. David watched a lot of Paul's vids, learning lots. Oh, sorry about that, mate. Passion McGee's evening all. Hello, mate. Life hacks, problem solving. Yeah. Sam Lodge is there, tuned in from the bench, building Fujimi Ferrari 250 GTO. Excellent. Good
Nice one, mate.
Nice.
Keith's there with us. Good evening, all at work. Just listening. Hello, Keith.
Hey, Keith.
Okay.
Good to see you today. Keith
Right.
joined us in the hangout.
Yeah, he was. That's right. He was saying.
Hello, Sue.
Ray Aquilina's there, saying hello, my best friends. How are you guys?
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Ray.
David Wright saying, wife is donating me a bedroom full of rubbish after a house rewire. I'm disabled, so things take a long time to do. So when I ask questions, it might be a while for I make my first car. Not a problem, mate.
Don't matter, mate.
No worries about that, David.
We're always here, buddy.
Yeah. Jeff says only done questions one never asked, exactly. Or not putting your kit info on the Facebook page again, like I did and got bollocked by Jeff again today. You never stop learning with model making, you don't.
No.
Paul Heffernan's there.
Hey, Paul.
Everyone.
Hey, Paul.
Hello,
Hey,
mate.
Paul.
Stuart Scale Models. Say no job yet, Paul, but you get a thumbs up from me. Cheers, Stuart.
Hey,
Hey,
Stuart.
Stuart.
You did comment further up. I've just remembered.
Yeah.
Hi, Paul and gang. Still looking at a job front, but somewhere out there's a job with my name on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
hang in there, buddy.
Defo.
So many jokes. Not going to crack them.
Hmm.
Apparently, Philip saying Sue likes trimming hedges. She cut through the hedge trimmer, didn't she? That's right. Penny Stip.
Try again.
Woo.
Okay. Blubber.
And
Yeah.
also,
That went wrong nearly then. Penny's pit stop.
hi, Penny.
Hello, Penny.
Hey, Penny.
I see Sue's there as well.
Hey, Sue.
Hey,
Shane.
Sue.
Hello, Shane. Stephen Burns. Hello, mate. I don't know if we said hello to you, Marov.
Hi, Stu.
Paul Christopher's there, evening fellow modelers. Brian
Paul.
Wimble.
Oh,
Hey, buddy.
And then back down the bottom we got Matt Beezer. Evening, boys. Hello, Matt.
Hello.
hey, Matt.
Glenn Snyder says, take care all. Off to see my nephrologist.
Don't know what
Okay.
that is.
Well, good luck with that, buddy.
Nephrologist. What the hell is a
I
nephrologist?
don't know.
Kidney doctor.
Is it?
Oh, right, okay.
Oh. Hope everything's all right.
As well, buddy.
That'd be
Yeah.
all right.
I'm waiting for my consult with one.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too long, mate.
Yeah.
David Yozeg, good evening all. Hello, mate.
Hi,
Hey,
David.
David.
Oh,
Hey.
Soldier says, I'm the only one from the States here. Oh, no, mate.
No,
No.
no, 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 no.
No. We don't allow
Got
those.
rich from for a start. Joe's basically American.
Yeah, pretty much.
Honorary American.
Honorary American. And there's a few in the chat there. They're from the States as well. So there's quite a few. There we go. We're all caught up. All caught up.
Sue says she was waving at her tablet.
Who was? Who was?
She was waving at her tablet, like, hi. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. And Brandon's
Oh, yeah, Brendan is there. Here we go.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Brendan.
Just about the Americans.
Long time no see, Brandon.
What's that guy's name there below Brandon? Can't quite read that. It's a bit distant away. Anyone read that?
Michael. Mike for short.
Mike Hunt.
His surname is Hunt.
Mike Hunt.
Mike Hunt.
Yep.
Canadian checking in. Hello, Mike. And there's his friend, Mo. and his brother there, Warwick.
Warwick.
Yeah, Warwick Hunt's there as well. There's a few of you hunts in there tonight, isn't there?
Yeah.
Quite a few hunts.
There's a few in it.
Stuart says, because of my current situation, I have to cut about half my current stash for the week. Ah, crap. Just hoping to hold the remainder. Just need the essential job and get my life back on track. Yes.
You're holding thumbs, buddy.
Hang in there, buddy.
Definitely.
Joe has a proper head of state, unlike the Yanks. Oh dear, Philip's in there with a derogatory term. I'll say proper.
Oh, nice.
Mike Hunt's laughing.
Of course it is.
Right then. Dan, do you want to do yours, mate? What you people have been working on thing.
Yep. I surely can do. And don't call me Shirley.
Okay. Who's going to do Luke's thing? Who wants to volunteer for that?
Yeah, I'll do it if nobody wants.
Fake taxi?
Oh.
Hey.
That used to pop up all the time, Dan.
God, yeah.
Oh, there's something like that. Of course it is, Dan. Of course it is.
No, that well. as much testing as possible, but yes, it was definitely him.
Of course it was, yeah. Right, Dan's looking for all the stuff you've been working on this week. I believe there's a few on the forum this week, which is good. A bumper issue over on the Facebook page. So get yourself a cup of tea. We'll wait for you. Give them 5 minutes to brew the kettle, Dan. Oh, go on, mate. Crack on.
We're going to start on the forum as always. And the first one out of the gate is Mr. Warden B. He's been working on his 72nd scale Airfix Blenheim Mark IV.
Oh, well done, Dan. Holy shit, that's the first time you've read Roman numerals.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting there. He's getting there.
I had to stretch my brain then a lot.
Jesus.
He's got the decals ready for the undercarriage and other bits. A bit more time consuming than his recent 72nd fighter, but generally going together very well. He's painted it Mr. Colour and Tamiya LPs. Thanks for looking.
Love the camo. Love the camo.
Looks sharp.
Good.
That one of the new releases by Epic again, or was it a reboxing?
No, it's relatively new.
Yes, yes.
They've done it in kind of a modular way, so that the forward fuselage can be interchangeable for different versions.
Okay.
He's done a good job, though. Definitely.
Yeah.
Ranger Neil is next. He's working on his entry for the sci-fi group build. It's the submarine Stingray from the TV series of the same name.
In the marina bit.
If somebody says Stingray, you've got to do that last bit.
Roy Tempest.
Oh, is it?
I actually know where he got that kit from.
I'm going to say out of his stash.
Let us know.
I have something similar. In fact, I think it might be that kit, actually. It's a very rare kit. I do know that. And I picked mine up for a reasonable Son of Queen's Head.
Want
Not
one.
like that.
Pardon?
Want one.
I'm sure. I can't see it. I think it is. But it's miles away and I can't see because my eyes are poor.
Ooh.
Digger 303 is next. This is a Thunder Models 35th scale 7.2-inch howitzer.
All right. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That made a loud bang when it went off.
Oh my God.
Big noisy thing.
That'll shake your fillings. Oh, apparently it's going to be a rollover. Some weird fella.
But Sophie's nan's fillings are shaking.
Oh my God.
Had to go there.
Right now, Luke looks like a lion eating a zebra.
Flipper.
He killed her.
Nearly killed her.
Hurry up, carry on.
Anywho, Krusty 69 next.
Who?
Krusty 69.
That was an unfortunate name, wasn't it, to follow that? Oh, Jesus. Of all the names for the to be.
You couldn't write it, could you?
I know.
Oh, dear. Anywho, this is Krusty 69 next. And this is his Andy's Hobby headquarters, 160 Tiger. Oh, gosh.
Cool.
Oh, put yourself together. We're grown men. We're grown men. Oh,
Are we?
hang on, I've hurt myself. This is Ranger Neil again. His second project for the week is the old 1975. God, that is old. Airfix 72nd German S-boat is being painted using Tamiya acrylics. Not a bad kit to build. He's enjoying it. The micro flash is chronic though. Every single part has needed cleanup for the seam, and some parts are joined and on the sprue by sheets of flash.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Nice.
Sadly,
Like a
that's
Trump
an
ticket then.
Airfix staple, that.
Can we have the staples, mate?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
And
Oh,
this is Drums 01 next. He says his son Jared and I have been working on the 1/16th scale and his hobby M4A3 Easy 8 Sherman.
All right.
Oh, I've got a right thing about these.
Yeah, it's meant to be a really good kit, isn't it?
Yes, and it's quite large.
It's
So
really-
Not that big, though. The Sherman wasn't a massive tank.
No,
So it's probably one of the better ones to get in 16th.
yeah.
And Timson, Aaron, you're right. Just innocent men. Normal men. No one, they won't get that in it. Nobody will get it.
Yeah. They also have a Panzer 1, which is also a good size for 116.
Yes.
Yes, Wednesday. Digger 303 again. This is his 35th scale Thunder Model 7.2-inch howitzer. It's now green.
Very cool.
It's, you know, completely.
Yeah,
that's yeah. Well, how weird is it? Looks completely different.
It does, doesn't it? It looks green now.
It's mad what some green paint will do.
Yeah, it makes it green.
It definitely makes it green.
Mhm.
I like this one as well. This is Smoke Rider Don. He's finishing up the 64th scale monogram Cylon Raider from 1978. Wow, that's old as well.
Yeah.
That's the original Battlestar, that, isn't it?
Yep. Kit was meant to be a toy, and evidently Monogram was restricted to reproducing exactly the foam mock-up they were given. So there are some issues, but with some plastic and putty, it comes out okay. When you buy the master paints.
Cool.
Very cool.
That does look good.
My favourite series, that Battlestar.
Yeah. I weren't so keen on the reboot of the old Battlestar Galactica, but that's
I really like the reboot. Really like
Yeah,
it.
reboot was excellent.
yeah, it didn't go on long enough. They canned it too quick. Anyhow,
I'll agree there.
we'll slide swiftly over to Face Ache, and the first one out of the gate is Mr. Daniel Pedersen. He says he got some bench time yesterday. This was a while back. He's got the first colour down on his 12th scale Yamaha XV1600 by Tamiya. It's going to be a challenge as this is his first bike build. Thanks for looking.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
what
looks
it's
good.
down.
Nice colour.
We'll flick through some colours, and that colour looks good together.
Yeah.
What color is that?
It's
Turquoise.
it's blue and silver. I've no idea. He did show me weeks ago, but it says this is his second attachment to this. Is progress on his 12th skill Yamaha, blah 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 blah. Sprayed with gravity Spain 2K clear and looking good. Up next is all the chrome work. It's coming on a bundle with modelling.
It is.
Isn't he?
Yes.
Nobody telling that though.
No.
No.
Else he'll get a big ad.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Sean to Garmin next. He says, hey all, he's finally got to the painting phase of his Tacom 16th scale Tiger 1. Has been primed with Mr. Oxide Red Surfacer 1000 and painted over it with Mr. Colour Dark Yellow. Unfortunately, this was as far as it could go due to rain. So far, so good, and thanks for looking.
Very nice.
Up, mate.
Sure.
I know 116 Tiger is a big tank, but surely you can get it in the house.
It's a big old beastie, though.
It is.
Mr. Keith Holford is next, and this is a D Models 24 scale Sierra Cosworth. That's all the bodywork painted, deckled and clear coated. For this is used Pro Scale Paint Subaru Blue and Pro Scale Paints 2K Clear. His decals are aftermarket from D Models.
Very nice.
Nice one, Keith. Looking good.
Yeah, it's really sharp teeth.
Love that scheme as well. Very cool.
Yeah.
Mr. Colin Wilkinson, young Fester off of Putu.
Oh, Fester.
Has been working on the Tamiya H2 Carbon while the lander cures. Paints use the zero set for the H2, primed in UMP primer, run through Apex, a very enjoyable kit. And the detail upset from Hobby Design, while Fiddly does add that bit of bling to the build.
It does.
Very nice. It's going
It
to
looks
look
like
cool, isn't it?
Right there, it looks like one of them, you know, the younger Transformers. You know, the kids. It looks like one of them that's just been swept into a corner, you know.
Yeah, it's moved on a bit since then.
Yeah, I'll bet.
That green colour is a good looking green
It
colour.
is nice.
I like that a lot. I like it a lot. Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Well, but just move on. Just move on.
Mr. Alan Parker is next. He says, hey, Dan. This week he's been taking in the delights of his first model factory hero kit, the legendary Mazda 787B in 1/12 scale. The plan was to work through the kit section by section. He soon gave up on that idea as the instructions are a rough guide at best. So he's decided to mock up as much of the main monocoque as possible and test fit, then test fit, and then test fit again. It's going to be a slow burner.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be worth it, though, mate.
Yeah, that's going to be... That's going to make everybody's tinkle twitch that when it's done.
It's going to be a beast.
Remember,
That's
if you
very,
can't get
very
on with
nice.
it, burn it, film it, and then laugh at everybody who's crying at it.
Yep.
That's too expensive to burn. You don't burn that.
Oh, I don't know.
What's it called?
Mr. Gary Knight is next. He says, good evening, gents.
Hey, Gary.
Maybe
Gary.
children's. Good evening, children, maybe. This week and the past few weeks, he's been working on this AMT Kenworth K123 cab over kit. The kit molds are from the early 70s, so every part has needed a lot of cleanup and test fitting. Mostly all in paint now. Tamiya LP Italian red and white. Enjoying the build. These old truck kits are a challenge. Indeed. Looks good though.
It's looking
Yeah, it
fantastic.
does.
Oh, that's looking fantastic.
Yeah, that looks
Really
awesome.
good. Yeah. Very
I
cool.
like.
Very nice.
That reminds me of that truck off which was it?
B-
One of the
BJ and the Bear.
Yeah.
That was the name of the show. BJ and the Bear.
I've seen a video similar to that.
I was going to say that's some dark internet shit right there.
That's looking good.
Very good.
Next is Mr. David Robinson. He says, hope you're all well and ready for the bank holidays. Yeah,
that has come and gone.
These last few weeks, he's been working on 3 35th armor kits. First, he's still working on the Zvezda 2S35, which is at the painting point. He's used to me Rattle Can TS78 Field Grey 2. And just need to paint the rubber on the road wheels, the track and the NSVK heavy machine gun mounted on the roof. Second up is Trumpeter's SA6 Gainful self-propelled surface-to-air missile system. Great kit, hull fell together brilliantly and was painted in TS78 again. With the whole meeting finishing, yes, he jumped the gun and rattle canned it before it was ready. The launch from 3 missiles. And his third kit is Trumpeter's BMP3 in South Korean service. The hull is painted in TS91 dark green. Need to do the interior and the turret needs painting. Camo will be done the same as the South Korean T80U. Thanks for your time and have a fantastic weekend all.
Good, David.
Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Very sharp.
I wouldn't like to be anywhere near them two. That one's going to sting you in the backside, but them two's going to sting everybody in the backside.
Yep.
Mr. Andrew Dubois next. He says, evening down this week, he's been working on Tamiya's 35th scale Schützenpanzer Marder 1A2 MIT Panzer something system. I don't know that second. I was doing right well then and all. Thing is, though, Andrew didn't know how to pronounce it. He's just read the box, hasn't he? He's primed it Mr. Surface of 1500 black, then painted in Tamiya's NATO green, black and brown. Next up, a bit of weathering. Thanks for looking.
It's a shame we didn't have a German speaker to help you out with that.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it?
That's terrible. It's a Panzerabwehrsystem or a tank defense system. That's what it means.
That's what I said. Word for word.
Exactly what you said.
I would do you know what? I was doing quite well right up until that, whatever that Panzer, whatever it was.
You're doing very well, Dan.
I've read Roman numerals and I'm more or less.
Exactly. Yeah, now you're kicking ass today.
Oh my God. I'm going to apply for my degree. Mr. David Rate is next. Right. David Rate.
Right.
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 Yeah, I'd say rate that one, yeah.
Okay, been having 1 or 2 issues with the whip, so he's turned to working on his spray booth. Just to coat of white paint, help with the lighting, and it's done. Thanks to Paul, ISM Scale Models, for the starting supply of filters, all done for less than 50 quid, including filters.
Bargain.
Very nice. Very, very nice.
Good deal.
Cool.
As long as it sucks it out. It's really good. It's true. Mr. Scale Model Chris is next.
Ooh.
He says he started another Porsche this time, the 24 scale Tamiya 911 GT2 Club Sport. Pro scale paints for this build. Prime went down lovely. Bodywork has been painted up in 5 to 6 light coats of Porsche golden yellow. Paint went down really well. Color looks great already. And looking forward to giving it a coat of 2K soon.
Yeah, custom color. Chris asked for from Pro Scale.
We're going to just flip
to... It's better cleared. You'll see it in a minute.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool.
On the Pro Scale 2K sets, he's got the interior work done on the Porsche 911 GT2 Club Sport. He's added some diamond tread plate to the footwells and seat belts with some 3D printed buckles.
Very nice.
Weirdly, I like that diamond plated.
Yeah, looks good.
That looks really good. That'd look good on armor. You know, if you're doing like an apocalyptic something or other. Oh, this is Scale Model Chris again. He says Pro Scale paints 2K went down really well. The Porsche golden yellow really pops now. Yeah, that looks good.
Very nice.
I like his spoiler alert. I like his spoiler.
Yeah. Very cool.
Santa dies at the end. Oh dear, I'm a kid. Next out the gate is Mr. Christover.
Wow.
He's to 16th scale Panther G on Hull back in October. He's decided to finally finish it. He's got the interior finished. Tracks are assembled. Tracks are 860 parts total. Wow.
You are having a lot of
fun and painting the tank, and the kit has 2,300 parts.
Wow. Wow.
I've just gone off these.
Okay.
It's 16 scale though, Jamie.
I was going to say that's huge.
But still, 2,300 parts is lots.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to start armor, start with a nice Tamiya kit. You'll have about 50 parts.
Yeah.
Just quickly, Darcy was saying, do you all have a place you can add these type of posts outside of Facebook? This section and Roland's one coming up are on the forum. Everything else is Facebook based, unfortunately.
I'll flick back to that. If you go to that,
yeah, go on the forum for that in ISM news shows for some reason. Don't know in the news.
Yeah, and it's in new shows.
Yeah,
yeah, you will find it on the forum. It's a good place to start if you know what I mean. If you've not got Facebook,
yeah,
there's still most of us are over there anyway. It might just take a while to get an answer off for some of us, but the people that are active over there on Facebook on the forum a lot are all really knowledgeable folks. And
just put a link in the chat to the forum.
You are missing out on being on Facebook, then. Even if you just say just join the modelling pages, you're missing out massively. Not being on Facebook.
Anywho, back to this, and this is Tony Tibbs next. Hello.
Oh,
Andy, I'm betting.
Yep.
He says, hi, Dan. He's finally got on with the masking of his 32nd scale Audi R8 scale auto slot car. He sprayed the white with auto air base coat, then zero paints Rossi 46 yellow, then clear coated with Tetrasil rattle can. He was pleasantly surprised he didn't have to touch up too much bleeding when he removed the masking. He's applied his decals. It draws up with printed by CNC Designs. He's quite pleased with how it's turning out considering how small it is. Thanks for looking. Cheers, Tony.
Looks good, mate. Let's go for the pics.
Really? Looks cool.
Look at that.
I need my sunglasses on.
Well,
that looks awesome. Bear in mind,
that hasn't come out bad, has it?
That is tiny as well. That's what she said.
Nice word, Tony.
Very nice.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Chris in the chat said, I like to think Facebook are missing out on me. I'm telling you guys, you are missing out so much modelling content not being on Facebook. I understand reasons people don't want to be on there for political or privacy and all that. You can currently still sign in under a fake name, and you only have to join modelling groups. You don't need to see any other crap out there or have people as friends. Nothing. You can have complete anonymity, if that's the right word I'm using. And just cruise the modelling page. You're missing out so much stuff not being on Facebook. You really are. You're missing out so much stuff. It's 10 times more than any forum or Discord group or anything like that. It's 10 times more stuff on there. And if you join sites like ours, you're completely safe. No one's on there to critique your work or give you grief. It's a total safe haven. It really is. But you're really missing out not being on Facebook.
Definitely.
I agree.
Next out the gate is Cy White. He says, hey, Dan and crew, hope you're all well. He's been working on this Aoshima Skyline 2000 GTR in 24 scale. His interior is all done, just working on the body now. That's been primed and Mr. Surface of 50 over grey. He's used a lot of Tamiya, Mr. Hobby, and Citadel paint on the interior. Thanks for looking.
That's pretty cool.
Very
nice.
And that's the body.
All right. Yeah.
I do like the shape of that.
Yes.
It is a cool shape. You're right.
Craig Stadius is next. He says, evening down in live crew. A bit more progress on the Tamiya 24 scale LFA for Gary's memorial build. His interior's sorry, nearly completed. Just waiting for the panel line wash to dry on the door cards. He's painted in Mr. Colour GX2 with Mr. Surfacer 1500 grey primer, which was masked off and left as a matte grey finish to go with the shiny black. Good idea.
Very cool.
It's looking sharp.
Looks look good.
Hmm.
I'm having flashbacks to
Yeah, me too.
he's just got the door cards fitted and he can't see the panel line. No, sadly, they are a bit and you'll see even less once you've crammed it in body. Although I will say this. I will say this, the bits at the front where you put the radiators on, don't put them on until very last off. When I did mine, it was really tight. They were. And I applied them, went to put the body on, the body won't fit, so I had to break them off and then put the body on, then apply them afterwards. But yeah, that was the only bit for me that were like a little niggle. Everything else went beautiful on it. Enjoyed building it. Don't plan on building another one though.
No.
Things break quite easily. Mr. Dave Hardy is next. He's been working on the Airfix 72nd scale Vickers Valiant. Wow.
Look at the power lines.
He's got the model primed with Tamiya Rattle Can Grey. He's appreciated it with Tamiya XF1 Flat Black. Then he's tried something different and spray painted using Halford's VW white acrylic spray can and then Alfred's lacquer clear to seal it. Mainly to save having to airbrush this beast. Seems to have gone down okay. Pre-shading still appears okay, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez,
Not wrong with
that's a
that.
monster.
Imagine trying to airbrush that.
Take
We'll be there a
while.
week just on topside. Mr. Shane Wright is next. He says, while waiting on the paint and primer supplies, he started on the 1/9 scale Protar Moto BMW 500cc with a sidecar. Decals a shot beyond help, plus a lot of fettling to be done.
With a sidecar, that's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would bring out, you know, like what Protar did and stuff like that with bikes. And I wish somebody would renew them and bring them up to date with a decent fitting kit and, you know, so that you're not going to have to bosh your brains on. This tickled my pickle earlier as well when I seen this. It's Mr. James Williams. He said, let's add another to the list of unfinished builds.
Oh, look, an AMT kit.
This is AMT's 25th scale Chrysler Imperial. So far, he's had to do some filling and shaving down of the rear fins to add the larger ones. He needs to dechrome the front and rear bumper next, as they need sanding back with giant seams in them to match the trim that is applied. I like them big ass fins. They look just.
I mean, that car just screams Virgil Exner. There's no doubt who designed that one.
Mr. Dean Slater is next. He says, evening, Dan. He's been looking at this kit in his stash for some time now. After the terrible news about Craig Green, today became the day to begin this one. R.I.P. Craig.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shoot. Mr. Andrew Dupore again. He says, evening again, Dan. This week he started AMT's 25th scale 1961 Chevrolet Impala SS. He's primed in Mr. Surfacer 1500 white, then painted in Zero's Dodge Challenger Horrid.
You know, that's one of those cars. I've seen lots of them, but you never get tired of them, especially the hard tops. It just looks fantastic.
Yeah.
They're beautiful cars.
All his chrome was painted using Mr. Hobby Super Metallics chrome. Thanks for Lucan.
Very nice, mate.
And if, if you look at the back end of that,
yeah, it looks good.
Look great when it's cleared.
I love the wheels too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Good, that, mate.
And talking to Andrew, those are the kit wheels.
They are the kit wheels.
Yes, they
They
are.
are. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Biscuits.
They are the kit wheels.
This one tickled my pickle also. Mr. Dave McRae, he says, evening all. He's been working on this BMAX Mitsubishi Stallion. He's primarily Mr. Surfacer, painted in Mr. Colour White, and the decals are on and ready for clear coat next. Cheers, have a good evening, and he'll catch up with the stream over the weekend.
That's very clean, Dave.
Hey, Dave.
That
Yeah,
is
very nice.
yeah, that's awesome. He's got his decals down, beautiful. That's going to look great when it's got a shiny overcoat. Oh, Mr. Croak.
Hang on. Looks like there's a hole in the wrong place there.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not that one.
Oh, sorry. I thought, judging by the picture, we were looking at Luke's section. Sorry.
Hey.
My bad, Dan. Sorry.
Oh, dear. Mr. Dan Croak is next. This is a 24 scale new Porsche 911 SCRS. Prep and primer the bodywork, white UMP primer, white from Zero Paint, and a Rothman's paint set.
You need to update that picture.
Yeah. Can you find us on Facebook anywhere or anything? No.
This is Mr. Cy White again. He says, evening Dan and crew, hope you're all well. He's been working on the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR 24 scale by Aoshima. Just the body to do now is primarily Mr. Surfacer 1500 light grey, then about 7 coats of Tamiya X2. Hopefully decals tonight. Thanks for looking.
Very nice. Very nice. Coming on, buddy. Coming on.
Shiny. I like this one as well. Mr. Anthony Rico next. He says, hey guys, hope you're well. This is whip this week. It's a 48th scale Italieri. AB212. His camo paint is done and the decals are in. A very, very nice kit. Yeah, that looks awesome.
It does look awesome. And I still love the stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
That's an Italian helicopter, so that is well done.
You could even use that for cars.
Yeah.
You know?
I suspect a few of us in here are already scribbling down that. I need some foam brushes and a piece of wood.
Took pictures of that last week.
So did I.
Yeah. No, but that's a beautiful job.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice indeed.
Mr. Anthony Rico again, he says, so I'm making the 24 scale Nissan Tamiya Nissan R89C disaster into more of a disaster. It wanted to punish me now, so I'm punishing it. Haha. Wednesday. Sanding it, scratching it, going to try new things and learn from it. Hope it works. Painted thin white over it to try and make it look faded. Let's see where this goes.
Okay, that's brave.
I think I know where he's going with it.
Yeah, I do as well.
And I hope, fingers crossed, I hope it works for you, mate. And you get the last laugh and
go careful. Go careful.
Don't pull your pants down. Oh, hang on, I need to read and then show. Simon White, hey Dan and crew, hope you're all well. Been working on the SU 152 from Trumpeter and 35th. Has been adding detail to make it look like the Tiger tank from World of Tanks with a crane, some crates, a rear plow, and a wooden log that is at scratch built. Thanks for looking.
Looking good.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
nice.
different.
Very different. I quite like that.
Yeah,
that's great.
Different is always good in modeling.
It is. It is.
Totally agree.
And the final one out of the gate this evening is Mr.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah, I knew. I was waiting.
Next this evening is Richard Thomas. He says, hi, got challenged to build to a build-off from a model club member to build the 69 Dodge Charger. Time frame for completion is 2 months. This is his 3 weeks progress. Got the airbrush out and painted the engine in Hemi Orange. He didn't like the kit chrome valve cover, so he stripped and painted them matte black. He's also used his airbrush for the exhaust system. He's used alclad stainless steel. Due to his time frame and in his inexperience in airbrushing complete bodies, he chose to use a rattle can on the body, Halford's Ford Roman bronze. Sorry for the essay. No problem with that.
Very
So,
cool.
I quite like the old brown, to be fair.
It looks different, doesn't it?
Quite
Yeah.
a colour for the car. I like its interior as well. Although my one criticism is every Charger needs to be orange. Just saying. I'm just
lime
saying.
green. You can't get away with
personal
lime
opinion,
green.
Dan. Personal opinion.
And I need to refresh, don't I? Apparently.
Yeah. Can't think why.
No. Oh.
Would you look at it?
You did. To be fair, you did tell me when. Yeah.
Make sure it's HD as well. Make sure it's HD.
I don't know how to do that.
Click on it, let it play, and then it's in the cog down the bottom. See that cog? Click on that. SD at the top. Click that. HD. Click that.
And it'll stop.
Make it big.
And now maximize. Here you go.
And then play. There you go.
I'll just let this go around because I can't do that and tell you words.
Oh, I can. This is Hasegawa's 24 scale Ferrari 250 TR. It's primed in Pro Scale light grey primer, I think. No, dark in grey primer. Several coats of Pro Scale Ferrari Le Mans blue. Masked off and sprayed the stripe of Pro Scale bright aluminium. Kit decals, they were superb. You know, I kept calling them Fujimi decals, and they weren't. They were Hasegawa. Today, it's had its 2K job done on it, which has turned out pretty damn good, as you can see.
Yep.
It looks fantastic.
It looks lovely.
Looks,
I love
nice.
that blue. Love that blue.
Beautiful.
That silver stripe.
Absolutely beautiful color.
So what paints are those again, Paul?
Pro Scale.
Oh.
www.proscalepaints.uk.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah.
If you click on the pictures, there's a pic of the body and the 2K behind it, and there's another one there of the back end as well.
That looks awesome.
Very cool.
Beautiful. That 2K just looks beautiful. The panel lines are all there. Everything's there.
Yep.
Gorgeous.
Right.
It's a very tricky body to spray that one because of the angles.
Oh,
on
yeah.
it.
Lots of angles.
Very tricky.
Can't wait to do mine. Try out the 2K. Can't wait to try it.
There we go. Nice one, Dan. Good job,
And
mate.
that is that.
Dan.
Well done, Dan. Well done,
Come on, Dan.
Job.
Next one. There we go. Andy's back. You okay, Andy?
Yep, all good.
Andy.
Hey, buddy.
Sue's back.
All good.
Yeah, we've got 106 watching. So hello, everyone who hasn't said hello, say hello to us. We are here to talk. We've only got 75 thumbs up, so let's get some more thumbs up. Let's get to 100. Come on.
Come on, we can do 100 easily. Come on, guys.
We'll start doing some giveaways again next week. I've not done it for ages. I think I've got a couple of UMP vouchers. It's what I'm waiting on, to be honest, to see if somebody claims them. They've got another week to claim them, and that's it. I'm calling quits because they've been emailed twice now about them. So there might be a 40 quid UMP voucher given away.
Oh, nice.
Right, so we'll see how we go. All right. But yeah, some great work in there this week. But I've got to say that Ferrari, definitely the best one.
In all humbleness.
Beautiful work in there. Very, very good. There we go. Don't forget, if you got any paint you want mixing, custom colours, hit us up. There's no charge for a custom colour. None at all. I've mixed up several over this last week, special orders, and it's not a problem at all. You can find us the code, name or manufacturer of it. We can find it. And as you've just seen, my work's doing great for promoting Pro Scale paints at the minute.
You're gonna mix up my California blue?
Yeah, I'm going to do that one, Roland, because
okay, then
I'm going to say it. I have the Gravity Colours one, and we were going to paint the 812 in it, wasn't I? And I sprayed it, and the pigments were massive on it. It looked terrible. I can custom my own. With
Well, if you really do, and you do it, in the next week or so, then hold my order back, and I'll definitely buy a bottle of 5.
Oh, just contact Si and I'll mix it in. No problem. I'll do it myself. One do you want? No problem, mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
Hey, Luke.
You all right?
Aye, chock full of gammon now.
Yeah.
What's that?
You don't want to know.
So?
You had a nice meal, have you, Luke?
Nice meat pie.
Did Sophie's nan enjoy it?
Yeah.
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 Was it a succulent meal? Or
Hang on,
something?
Get about seconds.
Hang on.
Succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so everyone have fun. Everyone's had a good time tonight, Luke.
You
Everyone
smuggling,
fully
smuggling
satisfied
peanuts
from
in
the
that
meal?
t-shirt?
You are.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Go on,
You
Dan.
smuggling peanuts in that t-shirt.
No, he's excited to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had a thrilling evening, hasn't he? He's had a thrilling evening.
I would say the excitement's still going for him, apparently, looking at him.
It's completely lost. He's got no idea what we've been talking
He's got
about.
no idea.
No, he doesn't.
No idea at all.
Anyway, welcome, Luke. Welcome with us.
Thanks.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, so, yes, Roland, I'll sort that out over the weekend. I'll sort that out for you. But yours is going tomorrow. I'll try and do it in the morning and get it sent out for you, Roland, all right?
Okay.
I'll get Si to sort you out.
Thanks.
Sounds a thingy for that, doesn't it? Get assassinated by a midget. Anyway, there we go. Have we all caught up on that chat? Kev's there. There you guys. Hello, Kev. People said
Kev.
Facebook. Understand if you don't want to, but you are missing out. You are missing out. Be sure I'm missing him saying hello. Jay Smith's there. Hi, guys. Like to party again. Hello, Jay.
Hey, Jay.
Manny Scale Modelling Podcast and Videos from Doritos. Saying hey, Mike. Mike Hasselgrove's there as well. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Hello, buddy.
Hey, Mike.
Brandon's there. Did we say hello to Brandon?
Yes.
Yes, we have. But
Brandon.
Mike Hunt's still there.
Oh, yeah,
Wow.
Oh.
that was too much.
Who left? Was that Rich?
That was Rich.
It was Rich.
He did leave a message.
Yeah,
Oh, did he?
a message.
Yeah. Oh, you did, yeah.
Ah, damn.
Son of a grouse family.
He's a nutter, isn't he?
Yeah.
Looney
He
Tunes.
is.
Right. So, yeah, Luke's with us now.
There's a question in the chat there as well from Sam Lodgepole.
Oh, can you use the 2K Paint over Pro Cell? Yeah. Yeah. You can, mate. But, yeah, you can use it over our paint, no problem. No bother at all. That won't react at all. 2K is a pretty inert substance. But, yeah, get some of our 2K while you're there.
Yeah.
You won't regret it. Even I'm astounded how good that 2K is. I am gobsmacked. It's unbelievably good. You can push it a lot further than you can with the 2Ks. You really can push it. It's very good. I think we're all caught up. Andy Callis saying hello to everybody. Paul Price.
No.
Say hello to Paul, haven't we? Kyle Caesar, hello. Digsby, sorry I'm late here now. Hitting the like button.
Hi, Digsby.
Blaze Doers there as well. And yeah, Mike Hunt says he's still here.
Good to know, Mike. Good to know.
Yeah.
And Rob is also here. That's good to see.
Yes.
Rob, 1970.
Is he?
Is
He is.
Hey, Rob.
Oh, cool. Hello, Rob. There we go then.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's a batch, Rob. It's a batch.
No, it's a carb.
It's a batch.
It's not. It's a batty.
It's a friggin'.
Prepare the fucking women's liquor.
That's what it is. I'm telling you, you're not going to get bored before I get bored of that. So. Right then, as soon as we look at everyone's work done, should we see everyone's finished, Roland?
Oh, yeah, sure. Why not?
Right, going to hand you over to Roland. He's going to go through all the work that's been finished and shared to the forum and Facebook this week.
Let's write this down, don't we?
In the past 2 weeks.
For the past, yes, quite a long time. So make a note of your favourite build and builder. And I had something to put in this, and I've completely forgotten again, haven't I? I didn't put the G80.
Too late now. Too late now.
That's not.
I had a couple to put in, but I didn't put them in.
I'll put mine in next time. I'll do it next week. Keep forgetting. So yeah, make a note of your favourite builds because you get to vote at the end, and the winner will get pride of place on the live show for the next week or so. It's not a cob, Rob. Not a cob. It's a batch.
No, 100%, Rob. It's a cob, isn't it?
It's a batch. Shut up, you two. Get on with it, Roland. Hurry up.
All right.
No.
It's a bomb.
Not a bomb. It's a batch.
Bomb.
Exactly. Kev says bollocks. A cob corn grows on. Thank you, Kev. Yeah, come on, Shell.
Or what's gonna get shoved up your?
Yeah.
Oh.
Roland, Schnell.
Oh,
Nice.
this can take a while.
Yeah, well, yeah.
All right, guys, let's see, because there are some very good builds in there. You guys gonna enjoy this. There is, as far as I remember, nothing on the forum. Let's just refresh it, make sure that is true. Yeah, nothing. Right, then we start with Facebook, and the very first one. It's from Dave McRae. He says, evening all, finished up this 124 Nunu Lancia Delta S for Totip Jolly Club. Used the Nunu detail upset on this, which included pre-cut Kevlar decals, race harness, and 3 frets of PE. Bodywork painted in Mr. Color White and various Mr. Color Tamiya and Alclad paints used throughout the build, cleared with Mr. Color GX100. Added various wires, hoses, and connectors all through the build. Foil on the interior firewall, replicate the heat shielding on the real car. Fantastic kit from Nunu, and the detail set really adds so much to an already detailed kit. Thanks, guys, and have a good night. Thanks, Dave. And this is amazing.
Oh, yeah, that's excellent to know.
That's quite something. I mean, just look at the detail.
Excellent build.
Oh, that's a nice one, Dave.
Great one.
I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Next one is Daniel Peterson. And he has the 124 Aoshima Laurel SGX, calling this one done. What an absolute joy to build. Used Mr. Surface of 1500, TS60 decanted, 2K clear. Beige leather interior with black felt on the rear deck. Wheels are gold and white silver, all sprayed with the UMP Apex. Ultimate polishing system for the final shine. Hasegawa bare metal foil for trim. Fought me right at the end with wiper blades snapping, don't they all? But overall pleased with the result. Well, and so you should be. Looks good, buddy. That looks really nice.
Very cool.
And now they're absolutely impractical, but you always can catch me when you put your rear view mirrors on the fender in front. It always looks cool.
It does.
Right. Oh, we have Peter Chapman is in. He has the Rodin 132 Fokker DR1 brush painted with Castle acrylic paints. That looks pretty cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool. I like that, Peter.
Don't often see a triplane, do you?
No.
No.
Good job, Peter.
Yeah, very nice. Very, very nice. Right. After Peter, we have Robert Hayes. Oh, I know this kid. Tamiya 124 Mark II Jaguar. Primed with Mr. Surface 1500 black. Top coat is 0 paints, opalescent blue, gravity Spain 2K cleared, and various LP paints. Also used for interior and running gear. All sprayed through my Apex airbrushes. Fitted the badges and side trims, which came with the kit, and also did the window frames with bare metal foil. Also added ignition wires and some extra details to the engine bay. Great old kit from Tamiya, goes together really nice. Thanks for looking. Yeah, I agree. It's a nice kit. And you did it proud. Looks very good, buddy.
Nicely finished.
Yeah, very nice. Like a color. Really like a color.
Yeah, cool color that. Nice one, Robert.
Very nice.
Right, after Robert, we have Chris Tober. You always trust him to come up with something big.
Yeah.
Finished this Tamiya 135 Dragon Wagon with a Tamiya 135 M4A3 Sherman. Both are painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washers and MIG pigments. Both are real nice kits. And that's a real nice build.
beast.
Did he take his photos on one of those fold-out like tables?
If he goes on like that, he needs to add something to the table because they get bigger and bigger every week.
I know, yeah. That's what I'm saying. The size of it on the table.
Yeah, fantastic. It's awesome. Awesome. Right. Next one is, Christopher. Haven't heard from him for a while. Also finished his Trumpeter 135 Stura Emil, painted with Tamiya paints and weathered with Vallejo washes and MIG pigments. Well, that's also very cool.
It's
Very
huge.
nice.
Cool, yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
Absolutely huge.
I love that interior as well.
Mm.
Yeah, like it. Like it a lot.
Very cool.
Oh, Sam Lodge. He finished the Tamiya 124 scale Red Bull RB6, driven by Sebastian Vettel.
Very
With his
nice.
first of 4 championships, finished with 0 paints, 0 2K clear, and Studio 27 carbon fiber.
I like that.
That's really cool.
Nice.
I don't
That
like
looks
Formula One
really,
cars,
really
Alan,
sharp.
thanks.
What do you think, Alan?
Yeah, it's nice. He's done a good job. I was looking at it before. He's done a good job.
Mhm. Very nice.
Wonder what those
Definitely,
decals
definitely
are.
needs the carbon pack to go with it like he's used though. I think
Mm.
you know, it just adds so much more to the kit.
That's really cool. Very nice, Sam. Oh, Sue gives us the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Demon Prince, and it is now finished, primed in grey and various Citadel paints used. Sorry, no idea of the scale. We say 156.
Oh, look at that. Sue's done a nice scale model of Paul.
Jay Lewis, yeah?
No,
Yeah.
no need, no need.
Yeah.
No, that's really cool, Sue.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Dave Allen finally finished this one. It's the Fujimi BMW E30 M3 in 124. He primed it in 0 light gray, based in 0 paints Mustang German gray, cleared in Mr. Super Clear Matte. Various Tamiya, Mr. Color, and Vallejo paints used throughout. Enjoyable build. Didn't like the kit wheels, so printed some Alpina and added aftermarket decals. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for looking. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Very nice.
Yeah, nicely done.
Love the wheels. Always love those wheels.
Yeah.
Very cool. Nice one, Dave.
The wheels are good, don't they? I like them.
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. Right, Peter Milgate. Oh, one of my favorites. Finished the 112s Italieri Fiat Mefistofele. 0 paints rate under Pro Scale paints, 2K system with a gentle polish. Engine given some gentle weathering. She's a long beast. Thanks for watching and looking.
I'll tell her you said that.
That's a biggie.
That's cool, that is, Peter. Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
Love this detail here. Look here.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I'm looking at the
Beautiful
springs. I'm the lifters. Are they the lifters?
I love the wood. I love the wood detail too.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe likes Peter's wood.
This is not water, gentlemen. This comes from the side draft carburetors. That's how the petrol is thrown into this.
yeah.
It's amazing cars.
He's done a good job there.
Yeah, very, very nice, Peter. Love it. Right. Next one is Tim Trevor Borland, Hobby Boss 148, UH1, UE, all painted with Vallejo paint.
Nice.
Yeah, we called them, when I was in the Air Force, we called them the carpet beaters because they did this flap, 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 flap. Made a hell of a noise because they only had 2 rotors. I loved them. I always liked them. It's a very nice one, Tim. Looks good.
Does look good.
Hugh
Yes,
Gordon
the
is it.
carpet beater just doesn't have the same ring.
Managed to finish the Academy 148's F111F, formerly based at RAF Lakenheath, with the USAF 493R TFS in full Libyan raid fit. This was my build in memory of our old mate Gary Peshley this year. Too many mods to mention, but turned out okay, I think. Thanks for looking. I would agree with that. That turned out okay. That looks pretty
Looks
awesome.
great, that game. Very nice.
Yeah, nice work.
He ain't a bad model of mine, is he?
Look good when he's finished it.
Hey! The wrong section, Hugh. Hey.
Yay. It's a nice build, you. Love it.
Beautiful, Hugh.
Andrew Duar. Evening, Roland. Evening, Andrew. This week I finished Fujimi's 124 Subaru WRX, primed in Mr. Hobby 1500 Grey, painted in Zero's Aston Martin Ultramarine Black, cleared with Mr. Color UV Cut 112, polished using UMP polishing system. The interior was painted in Zero's Ferrari Bordeaux. The kit wheels have been replaced with Aoshima SSR Professor SP3. Thanks for looking.
Love those
Very
wheels.
Nice, Andrew.
Those wheels
certainly make a
excellent.
difference. They look good. Oh yeah, I love those. That's very nice.
Cool.
Nice work, Andrew. As usual.
As usual. Ooh, shiny. Scale model Chris, evening all. Finished this week. Alpha Models 124 Porsche 992 GT3. First time building an Alpha kit. Quite enjoyed it. Other than the PE wipers, yeah. Painted in fire scale modular black cherry pearl and magnesium for the wheels. Black parts painted with Mr. Hobby Black Surface Primer. First time doing a full wet sand and polish, which I think has come out okay. Added fabric belts and window tint to rear and side windows. Thank you for looking and have a good evening. That looks very nice.
That's
very
lovely.
Lovely colour,
Love the colours.
Yeah, very cool. Also love the yellow calipers. That's very nice.
Yeah, nice work, Chris.
Right. Oh, we have Paul Shepland is in, the one which we just have seen the model of. Rebel 135 Bell helicopter, painted in Tamiya paints. And that looks awesome.
Yeah, I like
Love that.
Nice one, Paul.
Nice.
I love that weathering. I always in awe of people who can weather like this. That looks really good, Paul.
He's not bad, really, is he?
No, not. He has his moments.
Nice work,
Right.
Paul. Oh.
David Yale, Hasegawa 124 Porsche 962C, primed with Mr. Hobby Surfacer, yellow from Zero Paints, and the rest were Tamiya Alpi paints. 2K gloss from Gravity Spain. Decals were from Shanko. Nice little curbside kit. No real problems apart from one tire decal, which was from the kit. All right.
Very cool.
Well,
Nice.
came out very nice. I really like it.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
really
very
good.
nice yellow. Yellow's a
It's lovely.
Yeah.
Yellow's always a difficult. I always find it a difficult paint to get right, but he certainly.
I do. I hate painting yellow.
Yeah, I mean,
Good job there, David.
very good job.
Oh yeah, I've tried to build that one before. Cy White, nice decals. Evening, everyone. I hope you're all well. I'm calling this one done. Tamiya Porsche 911 GT2 Tyson. Vallejo primer. I'm now not using it again. Tamiya X1 cleared with Mr. Color GX112. Mix of Tamiya and Mr. Hobby paints used. Decals were a pain. Yeah, thanks. No matter how I handled them, they did not want to go down well. Yeah. Added some extra details inside, like 5-point harness and some wiring details. And thanks for looking. I tell you what, you have done a splendid job with those decals because they are a pain. I know them.
Yeah, it's a very tricky scheme, that one. Well done.
Yeah, it's a very nice scheme as well, though.
Yeah, you done very well with that because I had lots of trouble with those decals too.
Yeah, especially here over the rear fenders.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did a great job there,
His
Simon.
painting is excellent as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, very nice.
Oh yeah, lovely finish.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And Paul J. Lewis. Hi, Roland and Model Kit Wranglers. Yeah, War and Peace, I knew it. And Model Kit Wranglers everywhere. Yes, 124 Alpha Models Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo is a mixed medium kit of resin parts with lots of photo etch, clear resin for lights, acetate for windows, and rubber tires. It was relatively easy to build, but care had to be taken with some of the smaller, more fragile resin parts. The paintwork masking took some time to complete, but the majority of time was spent creating numerous individual templates for the carbon fiber decals, which then had to be cut out and applied to the model. Huge, time-consuming job, but worth it in the end. Saving Roland's sanity, I appreciate that. Once again, all the products used in the build can be found on my Paul J. Lewis Facebook page for the ISM Facebook page or the ISM Facebook page. Cheers and thanks for viewing. Yeah, we have seen you building this, Paul, and you have done a cracking job here.
Thank you.
It's all right. It's not bad. Not bad. It's not bad.
Every now and then he puts out a good one.
It looks really realistic as a stolen recovered vehicle.
I mean, even a broken clock is right twice a day, so I suppose.
Yeah.
Even a blind squirrel can find a nut.
Yeah, there we go.
No, nice work, Paul. I like that. I don't like the car. But you've done a very good job with it.
Oh,
I hate that car because it's got more radiators than my house.
It does too. Oh, here we go. On the other end of the scale, we have from Dan Scattergood. Finish the 1/6 scale GT Performer BMX and helmet. 3D printed by Tony Armstrong. Painted in Tamiya LP paints. Decals custom made by Alan Parker and are some of the best I've used in a long time. It's been a great kit to build, and I'll be getting some more. That looks awesome, Dan. I love that.
That is so cool.
It is epic.
I like your helmet.
Yeah.
That took some polishing.
There you go.
I think one thing that impresses me most about that is the edge of them tyres, Dan, how you've done them, mate.
Yeah.
That was hours and hours of
that. Is epic.
That's
the
really
rubber,
cool.
the like the browny kind of rubbery part.
Nailed that, mate. Nailed it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even Mike Hunt's in the chat's impressed.
And weirdly, LP16 wooden deck tan is that particular rubber brown. If you're ever doing it.
Oh, this one. Oh, yeah.
But the decals, them decals, I don't really want to blow Smoker Pal's arse because
no, don't.
His head will
He
get
always gets a big hit.
It sounds like a panpipe.
Them decals were freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Punctured backpack.
Do you know, they were, yeah, I really enjoyed using them. And I've got some more as a backup because he printed a lot. Thank you very kindly.
Yeah.
But he's all right, did he? He's all right now and again.
Yeah.
Oh, the ones he printed up for me for my truck were just awesome to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has his moments. Yes.
What he did for me were crap.
All right, leave him alone.
The ones
You'll
I
be
got.
going on about airbrush holders next.
Oh, boy.
Oh, they're terrible.
Hang on. My triple's perfect.
My quadruple is
My quad one's awesome.
Mine wasn't personalised though.
Never does anything for me. Trying to sell me something.
Mine will personalise because I paid more.
I got some generic crap on mine.
Right. Moving on.
Quickly.
Shane Wright says, I finally finished the Oshima 124 LBWK Lamborghini last week. Went for a satin finish painted using SMS Barbados Green. A rather simple basic kit at a price it cost, and I will never get another. Oh, that's a testimony to a kit. Well, it came out quite nice.
Though, mate.
Yeah, you did well.
Did a great job here. Yeah.
Which kit was that on?
Hiroshima.
I've seen a video build and they're relatively simple kits.
Oh, it's an Aventador, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the shite. They're terrible kits. Horrible.
Yeah, it's pretty much snapped together as well, and those wheels are as well.
They're just horrible kits to build.
Yeah, apparently they are not good. Right. Oh, but that's good. Tracy Fogelson. Hello, Roland. Here's my 124 Revell 69 Camaro Z28 RS, primed using Mr. Surface of 1500 black, based with Mr. Howie superfine silver, painted using Alclad enamel candy bottle green, cleared using Gravity 2K, flattened with W3M Dryzact pads, polished with UMP polishing system. Various Tamiya LP and acrylic paint used throughout. Thanks for looking. That looks fantastic.
That's awesome.
That is
mega.
Beautiful.
Absolutely mega.
Right.
Great work, Tracy.
Nice job.
Another one of those guys who has his moments. No, that really looks good. Love it.
Like that a lot.
Right. Oh, here we go. Ian 5%. This is Eduard F6F3 Hellcat in 148. He used MRP paint and some of the Eduard aftermarket bits, including the space instrument panel, exhausts, and wheels. Thanks for looking. And that looks fantastic.
It does look really, really nice, but I've always thought the Hellcat looks like an eggplant. It's a bit of a, you know what I mean?
I can understand why you say that. Yeah.
It's weirdly shaped, the proportions.
It's stubby, isn't it? It's got a stubby
Yeah.
head.
It's because he had
Doesn't
the
even
radial
fly
engine.
straight and level.
I was going to say, but it was a bit of a nightmare in pitch, wasn't it?
Yep.
Short fuselage.
It's very well done, though. Well done, Ian.
Yeah, they are cool, though.
Yeah.
Air-cooled radials, that's always a bit of a bummer. Right. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Dan Croak, with his 124 Belkits Metro 6R4 box scheme of Jimmy McRae's Rothmans sponsored car. Primed UMP white, zero paints, Rothmans paint set. UMP decal solutions, Gravity 2K, lots of paints from Alclet, Tamiya Rebel, for interior, engine, and the running gear. And that looks amazing.
Looks really
Very
good.
nice.
That's the one with the racing decal on the side of that one for that rally, Dan, or was that?
It was, yeah, it was the RAC rally, so they had no tobacco sponsorship that
No
year.
tobacco sponge. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very
That's sharp. That's really sharp, Dan.
Yeah.
Right. And that was it. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Right then.
Wow.
Right then.
You now get the time it takes for Roland to recap it to pick your winner. So good luck with this. Try remember the builder's name and the subject if you can. And Alan will collect the votes, and at the end we'll announce it, and the builder with the most votes gets pride of place on the live page for a week.
Oh, that's going to be hard, isn't it?
It's going to be a difficult one, guys, but you will have to make a decision. And only one.
Ready, Roland? Yeah, go for it, Roland.
All right, let's go. We start off with Dave McRae with his 124 Nunu Lancia Delta S4 Totip Jolly Club. Next one is Daniel Peterson with the 124 Oshima Laurel SGX, followed by Peter Chapman with his Roden 132 Fokker DR1 Dreidecker. Next one is Robert Hayes. He has the Tamiya 124 Mark II Jaguar. Beautiful color. Chris Stover is in with another monster. In this case, it's the Tamiya 135 Dragon Wagon with a Tamiya 135 M4A3 Sherman. Swiftly followed by another one from Chris with the Trumpeter 135 Sture Emil. Next is Sam Lodge with his 124 Tamiya Scale Red Bull RB6 from Sebastian Vettel. And he won his first championship. Sue Shepland is in with a Warhammer Age of Sigma Demon Prince. Very nice. Next one is Dave Allen with the Fujimi BMW E30 M3, and that one is in 124. Peter Milgate is in with the 112s Italieri Fiat Mefistofele. After Peter, we have Tim Trevor. He's in with the 148 UH1 UE is the carpenter. What did we call it? Teppichklopfer. We call it a Teppichklopfer. Carpet beater. Hugh Gordon is in with the Academy 148's F111F. After you, we have Andrew Duval. He is in with his Fujimi 124 Subaru WRX. Next one is Paul Shepland with his Revell 135 Bell helicopter. After Paul, David Yeo with his yellow Hasegawa 124 Porsche 962C. Followed swiftly by Cy White with his Tamiya Porsche 911 GT2 Tyson. After that, we have Paul J. Lewis. He has the 124 Alpha Models Bugatti Vision Gran Turismo. After Paul, we have Dan Scattergood with his 1/6 scale GT Performer BMX and helmet. After Dan is Shane Wright with a very difficult kit. It's the Oshima 124 LBWK Lamborghini. After Shane is Tracy Folson with the 124 Revell 69 Camaro Z28 RS in a beautiful green. Next is Ian Fife with his Eduard F6F3 Hellcat. and this one is in 148. And last but not least, Mr. Dan Croak with the 124 Bulkheads Metro 6R4. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Thank you.
All right then.
Well done, Roland.
Easy one, is it?
Well done, Roland.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, I think the other ones were also easy, but today is a tough one.
I know, it's the same every week, and we're like, oh, this is going to be an hard one.
It just gets harder and harder.
Worse every week.
Yeah, it does.
It's just the standard of work. It goes to show, doesn't it, that the standard of work on ISM is just exceptionally high because we struggle.
Ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous.
That's very good. Very, very good. You guys do excellent work. It's amazing.
Epic.
I think Dan Croak needs a hard reset.
Yeah,
I'm broken. I honestly, I can't decide.
Dixby James has hit it on the head. He has to say there simply was not a bad choice of the lot.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. What?
I got a whole notepad of builds.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 7.
Yeah,
So-
1, 2, 3.
We'll have to whittle
4,
that
5,
down, old
6.
man.
I've got 7 as well.
What's your choice, Paul?
Not fair.
Me,
Please.
Peter's Fate.
Peter's Fierce.
Gonna have to be.
Okay, Mr. Scattergun.
Dave McRae's Lancia.
At the start, yeah?
Yep, that one's for me, mate.
Okay. Mr. Croak.
I'm going to go with Dan's BMX. Just evokes so many memories.
Yeah.
Yep. My shin's
But
still
it's the pedals. It's like the details, like the pedals and like the little metal fittings. Just
them bear trap pedals. My shins screamed while painting them. Oh. I plan on yes.
Yeah. I had Dan. I had obviously the Fiat Mystic. I love that Fiat. But at the end, because of the sheer amount of detail and the level of execution, I have to give it to Dave McRae and his Lancia Delta S4.
Yeah.
Okay. Jamie?
Oh, it's between Chris Stover's Dragon Wagon and Dan's BMX. And I think I am going to have to go with Dan's BMX because, like I said, it just takes me back. That's for me. Dan, you smashed that, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Love it.
Joe?
Well, Dan's BMX it's outstanding. The anodized look on the blue is just phenomenal. Tires are phenomenal. But I love Peter's Fiat. I just like the extra detail in Peter's Fiat and the wood detail, and it looking at that engine brings me back at looking at one of my dad's engines. So I'm with Peter's Fiat. But there's so much good stuff out there, guys. So much.
Yeah. Dan's bicycle was just let down by the decals. Otherwise, it was great.
DJ?
Peter Millgate's Mephistopheles.
Mr. Phil, mate.
Hey.
Urban feeling here.
Who?
Andy.
Dan, you nailed it with the BMX bike. It looks like the actual thing. I couldn't tell that between the real deal. So you nailed that thing. But I'm gonna have to give my vote to Peter's Fiat.
Good morning.
Brilliant.
That was my best Peter impersonation. So,
Geordie boy.
I'm going for Tracy's.
Tomorrow.
Yeah,
The color on that was absolutely
that Camaro.
beautiful. It was
That
so
was
beautiful.
good.
Like,
That was my second.
yeah, it just jumped straight. It's the one that jumped at me the most. Like, but like everyone else has said,
It was on the list here. It was definitely on the list.
Yeah, there were so many good choices.
It is. I mean, again, everybody's picked all the good ones, haven't they? You know, Dan's BMX. It is epic, Dan. You know, but
thank you.
You know, I've got a little bit of a hand in that, so I can't vote for you. But no, it is brilliant, mate. It looks just. You'd be hard pushed to tell that against a real one. You know.
Yeah. I'm
Peter's
chuffed to death with it. To be fair,
Peter's Fiat is absolutely epic. You know, with all the extra detail wood and stuff on that as well. And Dave McRae's Lancia Delta S4 is awesome as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just because it harks me back to when I was a kid and seeing him going around the stages and stuff, I'm going to have to pick Mr. Dan Croak's little 6R4. I think he's knocked that out of the park.
Dan Croak was second on my list as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Dan's going to get my vote today, and I'm just going to have a quick catch up.
It's just a mental car, that thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
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 I actually had that kit in my hands yesterday, Dan, and I put it back.
Why?
Go back for it. Get it.
Yeah. You scared, yes?
It's scared. He was scared of doing that because the Model Factory Aero kits have just tipped him over. They've just tipped him.
I've said I'm just going to try and concentrate on them. So
Brandon's just out.
Put it back.
I mean, I'll put it in there. It's not going to make a whole lot of difference to anything anyway, but I'll put it in there anyway because it's a vote. So, but anyway, so yeah, it's pretty close again this week. To be fair, it's pretty close.
Good.
So in third place this week is Dave McRae with his Lancia Delta S4.
Nice one, Dave.
Cheers, Dave.
Go on, Dave.
In second place is Peter Milgate with his Fiat Mifastellafeli or whatever you call
Nice
it.
one, Peter.
I mean,
Well deserved.
Well deserved. But this week's winner, and do you know what? I think it's well deserved, is Mr. Scattergun.
Fix.
It is.
The helmet, Dan. It was the helmet that swung it. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you
Despite the
very much,
decal, so that's amazing.
Cheers, Dan. Cheers, Dan.
You know what I mean? It is just totally different, and it's mega. You've done a really good job of that, Dan.
Thank you very much. I am going red. Stop it.
Oh, come on, you knew it from the beginning.
Well done, Dan.
Well deserved.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody likes their ego strokes occasionally.
Yeah.
Mine strokes
As a cool
regularly.
kid. Cool build. Very well done.
No, but
Everyone
it is-
likes something
it is
else
something
stroked all the
different,
time.
and I really enjoyed it. It was one of them kits that was so hard to put down. If you know what I mean? It just
I
yeah.
know what you mean.
You went through that pretty
Good
quick.
job of it, mate. Really good.
And I shall be doing more.
Got to get a chopper 3.
Oh, I might have to. I'm going to message him to see if he will custom
Yeah, do a good
design.
fix up there.
Design
For a rally burner, kiddo.
is just finishing off a Mark 1 burner. Yes,
Is it?
Nice.
yes.
Nice.
I'm hoping that's going to be my next one. I'm hoping is all sorted and ready for production as soon as, because that's the next one I want. To be fair, Mark.
I had a red and yellow one of them.
Yep, I had a black one, a red and yellow one, and I had a concoction that me and my brother sort of cobbled together. Let's say skyway on the front, spokes on the back.
From stolen bikes now and down.
Yeah.
There we go.
Promise not to mention that.
Well done, Dan. Excellent.
Thank you very kindly, people. I'll have a swig of tea.
Nice one.
Treat yourself.
I'll drink that.
It's a Godfather in there, isn't it?
No, I wish it were. I wish it were. My head's pummeled.
Yeah, bless you, mate.
Right. What have we got left? We got size section left, Luke's. and Paul's question.
Yeah.
Go on, Paul. Let's have your question.
Okay, buddy. Just move you guys out of the way. Right, this week's question, which was several weeks ago. Photographing your work in progress and completed models can be a very rewarding part of the hobby. Where do you take your photographs? What type of camera do you use? And if any, what photo editing software do you use? Was the question. First up was Mr. Holford, Keith. He says, for me at the moment, I take photographs with his phone, take photographs on his bench, outside or in the living room with no editing. I'm lucky enough I have worked out how to post on social media, as I am quite useless when it comes to technology. Mr. Parker. I use an old Fujifilm bridge camera. Not the best, but it hides all the faults in my models. It's got a little laughy emoji there.
There's no camera built for that for me.
Sometimes I use my phone camera in his phone, as well as, to be honest, it's better than the bridge camera. I tend to take the progress pictures at the bench. Completed models are usually shot on a black background, or I use my Scale Productions backgrounds, which is the ones with the garages and things like that. Yeah. As for editing, I don't. Pictures are what they are. I don't try to build false impressions with fancy editing or touching up. I only crop the pictures, and this is usually done in Google Photos.
Oh, controversial.
True.
So.
Glenn Snyder. My work in progress photographs are usually just taken with my iPhone. For my completed photos, I use a Nikon D750 with a combination of a Nikon 24 120mm f4 lens or my Tamron SP 35mm f1.4 lens. Sometimes for close-up photos, I use my Sigma 105mm f2.8 macro lens. Yeah, that's what I was thinking earlier on. All my photos are taken at my bench. For editing software, I use Lightroom, sometimes transferring over to Photoshop. I do not manipulate any flaws the model may have, but I do boost contrast, saturation, sharpening, and sometimes adjust exposure or color temperature if needed. Digital photos benefit from this, as they do tend to come out of the camera somewhat flat when shooting raw. That's a Photoshop add-on. The one thing I've been too lazy to do is focus stacking to make sure that the whole model is in focus. Even shooting with the lens stopped down, it's hard to get the entire subject in focus, especially at the closer distances that we shoot at. I plan to make focus stacking part of my completed model photos going forward. No one knows what photo stacking is. It's basically you set your camera up on the subject and you don't move it. All you do is you focus at the front third, take a photograph, the middle third, take a photograph, and the rear third, take a photograph. And in Photoshop, you can stack those together and get a completely in focus image. Single
Never
image.
knew that.
Yep.
Never knew that.
Okay, Mr. Kaminsky, Cam. Okay. For his work in progress photos, I typically use my phone, or if I get an entire model in primer. Okay. Sorry.
Not often.
You guys,
twice a year.
Yeah, you guys know why I'm laughing there. I'll make it a bit more effort. For my proper photo shoots, I use a thick black length of material that I can iron, lint, roll. Okay. I use two big 5500K studio bulbs and a bounce card. Okay, bounce card bounces the light. My camera is a Canon EOS 1300D, and it has served him well over the years. I tend to throw my photos into Photoshop to adjust brightness curves if I need to, but most of the time they work out okay. And finally, Mr. Pedersen, I just used my iPhone, still learning the ins and outs of how to take good pics. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the question. Yep, that's it.
I use a Canon EOS M200 mirrorless camera. I have my own photo booth I made, which is well lit, etc., and I edit in iPhoto. I don't edit out flaws in the models, but I do, as Glenn was saying, I edit the pictures so they look how they look to me, because the camera will quite often wash out colours, make it look dull, etc. So I just accentuate the contrast and the saturation to bring it up literally to how the model looks to my eye. I don't go over the top with any editing. The only alteration to the picture I actually make is removing any dust that actually lands on the model while I'm taking the pictures, because they're like magnets, built models. I literally dust it off the anti-static brush, take one picture, and there's dust back on it again straight away. So I tend to just quickly hit them with a quick retouch and get rid of the dust off the background as well. And that's it. So I just do light touch-ups. And iPhoto on the Mac is a free program. It's brilliant. Works really well for editing pictures. That's it. Now I just shoot off a tripod, get the camera as far back as I can, zoom in, and I get good depth of field, and they're pretty well focused, my pictures, I think, front to back.
Yeah, they are. I tend to use I used to, for taking completed photos, I used to use a Canon, a Nikon or Canon. I can't remember what camera it was. It had a D in it and it had a 3. But anyway, it was a DSLR, and I had still got a Tamron macro lens for the closer stuff. But there was Sophie's camera, and she didn't want it anymore, so she sold it. So I don't have that anymore. So I just use my phone. I got a S21, Ultra Galaxy. And when it comes to editing, phone cameras, what they do, especially newer phones, they've all got an AI which will upscale the photos, but oftentimes when it does that, it'll change a lot of the lighting, so it'll change the shadows and the color. So I then use Snapseed on my phone, which is a free app, but it's one of the more in-depth photo editing apps you can get for your phone. But like I said, like Paul, it'll just be like contrast or maybe saturation, where the AI on the phone has washed it out a bit, or lower like the shadows, or like brighten the shadows up, essentially, because the AI on the phone will sometimes make darker areas darker than they need to be. And I have toyed with shooting in RAW on the phone, because you can, and taking it into Photoshop, but it's just too much of a faff for me. I'm happy with just point, click, get it into Snapseed, and job done. But the thing is with backgrounds, ever since I've started, I haven't been able to decide what I want to do for a background. Like I was using a glass shelf, like a highly reflective black glass shelf, and that was okay. But then using my phone, I was struggling to get the light in right and everything with the reflective surface and the black. And then I've got a white kind of booth, which I've made. And again, the light in is a bit all over the shop. So it's a bit hard with the phone. I think it is time. And like I use my phone to record videos and everything as well. So I think it is time for me to invest in like a proper camera.
Same here.
I use my phone for all my in progress shots as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and those I tend to not bother editing at all. Like
I crop them normally. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
maybe hit them with the auto.
Yeah, I take phone, use my phone for the pictures, and the only thing I do there is just crop them. That's the only thing I do with my pictures. It's all through the phone.
You got a fancy step though. That's why.
Well, the step is a nice spot.
So I've got a couple questions. Having the entire model in focus, to me, seems extremely helpful. So I really like the idea of photo stacking. Is it possible to photo stack with your phone? And is it necessary to have Photoshop to be able to do that? And from what I understand, isn't Photoshop very expensive?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It's not necessary.
There
Well,
are.
I guess Photoshop Lite over it is like £10 a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
there
al-
are.
you can use GIMP as well. I use GIMP.
Yeah.
GIMP is free.
As for whether you can do stacking with a phone, I have no idea. I've never used it.
I'm just going to Google
you
it for you,
can do
Andy, because
I would imagine if you can keep your phone, because you can change the focal length. I certainly can on my Pixel. I can change the focus point on my Pixel.
yes.
No idea.
I mean, you can get various small tripods for phones.
Yep.
And you can have, I mean, for instance, if you've got an Apple Watch, you know, there's an app you can get for your watch that will do a remote shutter for your phone. You just press it on your watch, and it will.
Yeah, but can you vary the focal length?
I don't know.
Because that's the trick with photo stacking, is that you're keeping the camera and obviously the subject in the same place. You don't move either. Okay, and all you're doing is altering the focal length. Okay, so
I see what you're saying. Okay.
Focus the front third, middle third, rear third, and you put them together in.
On a camera phone, you just touch the point where you want to focus. So you touch the front of the car, then perhaps an inch back, then an inch back, and it would.
The danger with that, where you're actually touching the phone, is you're going to start moving it.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, Paul. But I mean, yeah.
Unless you've got somewhere remote triggering the phone without actually touching.
I've got a Bluetooth remote from our phone, and mine's always on a tripod when I'm taking pictures, and I have to be about 4 foot away, because even that I'm still making phone check, because I'm shit at taking pictures.
Have you not got one of them ones you can talk to and say take photo, and it takes a picture for you?
No, because I've just got a little button that just goes click, done. I'm a caveman, remember. I'm only just
Well, it's just the bane of my life, because I just use my phone, but I do, and like I've thought about a few times actually, what I need to set something up basically just for like a space, just for doing like progress photos and bits like that. But I just cannot get into cameras. You know what I mean? I just it just blows my mind. I just can't do it. I'm like I am a technophobe. It's just no, I don't know. I do need to get like an area to do like decent photos, because I'm doing them on my workbench and it just doesn't look good. But
I think in progress, okay, on your workbench.
Yeah, I mean that's me. I mean, I tend to sort of use outdoors a bit, but I mean, obviously that's okay when the weather's good. But so yes, that's something I really do need to look into. But it just
Hughes in chat saying most hobby builders are not hobby photographers, unless they are both, of course. And the question is this a modelling channel or photography channel? Well, it's technically a modelling channel, but the question was photography based. That's why we're answering it.
And we all take photographs of the models.
We want to do the best
the idea is to be able to, take the best photograph you can to see as much as you can. Having said that,
I just found a website where you can do focus stacking.
You can upload your photos. I'm just looking at that.
Yeah, focusstackingonline.com.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
You take your photos, you upload them, and it does it for you.
So having said what I said just a second ago, Paul, you did a video a while back that was a how to take photographs with your camera.
It was
and
how I take
some basic editing.
Yeah, it's how I take pictures with my camera.
Right, but that's
how to. Let's go that far.
Well, okay, all right, but I think we look at the photographs of that Ferrari that you just did, those are some really good progress photographs.
You know what the big difference is? This light.
Light.
Yes.
The biggest thing of all. It's the biggest thing. And the difference of having this on to having those on as well, that's a huge difference. Really.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
That's the problem I've got is lack of lighting.
That's with my iPhone 14. All that was.
Yeah.
And they were just quick. There was nothing with them at all. I didn't sit there getting it all right and didn't even tap focus or anything. I just took the pictures and cropped it.
Yeah.
It's simple, dead easy. So I wouldn't get too hung up on your in progress.
No.
Honestly, and it sounds completely. I bet you half the time when you're in progress pictures, people aren't even clicking on your pictures to look at them.
Yeah.
And you pay if you've got a business page like I have, because a lot of you lads don't, because my page is so old. Mine's a business page from back in the day.
Yeah.
Mine gives me stats on clicks on the post, so I can see if people have clicked on it to read it, and the photo clicks, and it's very discouraging to see that half the time people don't even open the pictures. So don't get too hung up on your in progress. Make sure it's a cluttered bench.
Yeah.
Clean. Make sure it's in the center, well lit, and it's as good. Your pictures are perfect, Jamie. Nothing wrong with your pictures, mate, at all. Even your outside ones look good.
Yeah.
What you might need to do is rub some Vaseline on the lens. Like that.
I just got to gravel and scratch the lens, to be honest.
Vaseline on the lens will do the trick.
I won't get too hung up on your in progress. I won't. Keep it simple, keep it uncluttered. Just make sure you got plenty of light, really.
Yeah.
Jamie,
these are some of the best things I've invested in for the cameras.
Yeah.
They're only 25 quid. They're 50 quid now.
I was going to say, I bought mine a couple of days after you got them, and they've doubled in price.
Yeah, they're brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They're on all day.
Jamie, your in progress pictures have always been good.
Mine.
So, Jamie.
Jamie.
No, Jamie.
There's nothing wrong with Jamie's.
Jamie's a spot on. There's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it at all. Yeah.
You've got nothing to fix. Don't bother doing anything, mate. Leave it as is.
It's cool. Yeah, thank you.
Honestly, mate, trust me. The crystal clear. Crystal clear. You can see everything.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You are terrible. But
Well, that's a different story.
Tastes like a smack ass.
Lovely.
Funny because it's true.
You say never can get their heads around photography. It's professional in its own right. Snaps of built models on your phone is totally different. It is, but no everyone can get their heads around modelling. So I bet there's people on photography sites saying they can take really good pictures, but my models look shit. And then people are going, well, try different glue, try a different sound. Some hobbies go hand in hand, don't they? So there's a crossover. And again, we'll go back to that age-old saying of mine: you get out of it what you put in.
Yep.
That camera right there and the other one over there are two of the best things I've ever bought. That thing's like a point and shoot, because I think the mirrorless, they're like a step away from a DSLR, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, that thing. It does all the work for me. It does all the work for me. I don't like if it's taking in progress pictures because I've got to sit there and edit them all. And
I'm rubbish at
I don't mind doing my built models. And I'm as stupid as Dan. I am. I'm a simpleton when it comes to photography. I got the same settings I use all the time. I tap it to focus.
Yeah.
I use a tripod's a massive thing for taking pictures.
Yes. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, anything to stabilize your camera.
If you're using your phone, remember that those lenses are exposed. Wipe the bloody things over before you take your pictures.
Yes.
It's not a porno. We don't need soft focus.
Jamie, he's talking to you again.
Thank you.
I mean, if you do use a tripod and you use a tripod with your phone, use the timer, the countdown timer. Because when you press the phone, it moves.
Yeah.
If you have a countdown timer, it'll stop moving.
Yeah.
That's why I like my little Bluetooth. That's why I like my little Bluetooth clicker thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome for just not. See, if I pick my phone up, take a quick picture, I'm checking like a shitting dog. I don't know. as soon as I start, you know what I mean, I have to try and hold my breath and then not breathe for like 30 seconds and then pass out, take a picture, and then it's still.
Yeah, I get you.
I want to see a video of that. Never mind the
Yeah,
picture.
yeah.
I
You
know,
get a
I don't
pic-
see Dan
You
popping
get a
up.
picture of the ceiling, right?
Definitely tripod, lighting, background being plain or whatever, and plenty of light. I mean, these weirdly, I can switch this modeling one off, and them above me are technically as bright as. Because I wanted a nice bright light, but there's nothing, you know, that to just get rid of that. I mean, you can pull it down. You can, you know what I mean? It's just
Put these there then.
I've got them. I've got them. I
Yeah,
just need to
they're
buy,
there, though.
I just need to buy 2 more of these booming jobbies.
Put it down. They had so much light. It made
Yeah.
a massive difference in the videos. They can actually show stuff to the camera now.
Yep.
And like I said, if you're using an iPhone there and you have an Apple Watch, they do have an app for the watch that's
Yep.
a remote shutter for your phone.
Good thing, isn't it?
Very handy that I've taken pictures of you outside your shed looking through the window. I remember that.
I always wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Setting it on the nightstand, you know.
Oh,
Wow.
Well, we
Anyway.
remember that.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah.
The Samsung watches do that as well, mind you. It's not on the Apple watches.
I've got an iPhone, but I ain't got an Apple Watch. I've got a cheap copy that weren't cheap.
that's why he's on a modeling stream, not a photography one. Yeah. Yep. Right, we all done on that one? Yeah, we all done. Yep. Hip.
Simon?
Simon, he's not here, mate. He's on holiday.
I was
No, I
saying,
mean
keep
Simon's
shouting.
section.
You might have to shout louder.
What?
Ah!
That's sorry, boy.
Beck.
From Cape Town to Spain. That'll be a distance.
I'm calling Orson.
How many have you got in your section, Luke?
Well, 3.
Go on, let's have a look at yours, and then we'll do size sections at the end.
Right.
All right, Dan. Oh, myself on the skin I was on, I think. That's all right.
Hang on, Luke's got to work the internet. It's been that long.
Oh, boy.
Need more whiskey. Hold on.
Half later, right, Dan?
Yarp. I can't make my mind up, so I'm just going to paint him for now while I make my mind up. I'm torn between a car, a tank, and an aeroplane. I know.
What car?
Me Max going slow.
XJ220 Talieri, maybe, or a Lancia, or a Porsche.
What Lancia?
Oh, we got 5.
The-
Got
37.
The Italian
Oh,
one.
137. Yeah, do that one. He says, alternatively, one could always take one model to a model show. Could do, yeah.
Yeah. Model shows for me, when I go to places like Telford, I say to myself, every year I'm going to take a crap ton of pictures because there's some awesome models there. I'll take 5 pictures the entire 3 days that I'm there and not take another picture. I just get focused on getting pissed, dicking about with my mates, and spending a crap ton of money. And I go every year and I'll say, right, I'm gonna take some pictures this year. Definitely, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? And I never have. But I'm hoping this year is going to be different because
is it going to be the one?
This is going to be the one. It's been nearly 10 years in the making, but it's going to be the one.
You should go live in there at the same time, then.
Oh, I wish the mixes. If it weren't for crap internet in there, I probably would, to be fair.
Yeah, it's terrible internet.
Oh, terrible, yeah.
It's like you've gone backwards into third world.
Do you spiel, Paul?
Do you spiel?
Stuff you've ruined.
We're going to go through some issues over the past week or so. Was it 2 weeks now? Yeah.
Yeah.
So first up, we have David Wright. Oops, both A pillars went snap on my Tamiya 240ZG. I've put it to one side for now to work on other things. I think it's for the best. I do also agree that it might be for the best. That is infuriating, especially at that stage.
Heartbreaking.
He has got the chrome so nice already.
I know.
Jeez.
I know. Oh no.
There's no worse than a broken A pillar.
No.
No. I broke an A pillar recently.
I did both of mine on the LFA, both.
Yeah, mine was the LFA as well.
LFA was notorious for that, wasn't it?
Oh,
yeah, that's why it's in the drawer. But
And the way it happens is if you look, you got the one finger on the backside that's getting ready to break it again.
Yeah.
You just don't realize it.
That is a shame. That's such a nice
It is, mate.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's sympathy.
Oh.
Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise.
Never mind the A pillar.
Craig Stadia said he's absolutely gutted. He's flattened clear coat back, did the compound polish and onto the normal polish. And one of the pillars decided to flex and crack the paint.
Ow.
At first, I thought that it snapped, but it hasn't. So unfortunately, it's staying.
Bugger.
What a bugger.
Yeah, I done exactly the same to mine in the polishing stage.
There's an update. It now has snapped.
Good.
David in the chat, but Sprugo's fixed it.
Oh, nice.
Great.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you fixed it. Oh, Dan Croker's been at the bench, is he?
Oh, he didn't want to do that.
Silly,
no, I didn't.
Not paying attention to the instructions, drilled a hole where a hole shouldn't be. Left to right. Left, top right hole, not needed. Middle, filled superfluous.
Superfluous.
It means it was liquid CA. That's what that means.
Who the hell is Honestly Harriet? Are they a hotel chain?
Oh, you're a university boy. Come on.
I'm doing engineering, not
Superfluous.
English. Superfluous hole with CA, right sand excess CA back flush with UMP sanders. Only the correct holes remain. Nice.
Really?
Good to hear.
I'm glad you got rid of the superfluous one.
Yeah. Definitely superfluous.
Yeah, it's the thin CA that's always superfluous.
Hey,
Hey, look, I visited Los Angeles.
No way.
Really?
Hang on. Dan, have you been to Los Angeles?
I have.
No.
No way.
The only one of the group that's been there.
Yeah, for sure.
It's all over, isn't it?
Dan, guess where I was 4 years ago today?
Joe?
Los Angeles. Anthony Rico. Oh, disaster once again on the 124th Tamiya Nissan R89C. After the first issue with the big decals not conforming, I removed them and resprayed the colour. Then laid down the sponsors, which look great. But clear coating with TS13, that's the problem. Absolutely ate them up. Now we're going to have to go and make this an abandoned wreck. This kit hates me.
Bless you, mate.
13 has ruined many a model over the years.
TS13 is brutal.
Oh, yes.
Brutal. It's brutal.
But as a side note, it can be very interesting to see him build as an abandoned wreck, to be honest.
Yes, because he's going to do it. Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to that. So every cloud, I suppose. Every cloud.
Double on it.
So yeah, TS13. I haven't used TS13 myself, but I've seen so many issues with it. That's why.
Avoid.
As Paul said earlier, like 2K just seems like the state of it might be a bit extra work if you've never used it before, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. You can avoid
TS13's fine if you're not using decals.
Yeah.
Well, no, because I've seen it eat paint before as well.
Yeah.
I've seen it eat paint. I've seen it eat paint before.
That's not the
The
only
ATS
clear
13
coat
can
that
be
will
okay if you're not using decals or paint.
There's lots of clear coat.
Yeah.
Or plastic, probably.
Yeah. GX100
plastic,
will
yeah.
be, can be a ruin of kits as well.
Yep, such a shame.
right on
isn't
the
it, that?
label.
Yeah, that is a shame. But like I said, I'm interested to see the band.
Fingers crossed it turns out how he wants it to turn out, and he can
Yeah,
kick it ass and then
definitely.
give it the big finger to
Hopefully plan B works.
Oh, sugar plum fairy pies. Luke's going to wet himself when we fill him in after the show.
Philip H in the chat saying 1K clear is the best on models. No, because 1K clear will do that as well.
Yep.
Exactly. Everybody can use whatever they want.
Exactly.
I use 2K if I have a chance.
Exactly.
Lower polish, if you want.
Floor polish, yeah.
Yeah.
Shoe polish, whatever you want.
Polish, yeah.
Shoe polish.
I ain't got no shoe polish. I've only got boot.
Pro scale 2K is the way to go. Just saying.
From somebody who's an advocate of 1K clear coat, I might add as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we won't go back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
my Ferrari pictures speak for themselves.
And
I was a 1K man too. I'm now a 2K man.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, his cardio's right up now, and next week he'll be 3K.
That's just postage.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yep.
Well done.
There we go.
Excellent.
Yeah, so Brandon's going to meet up with Christmas, see what models. When you see him, Brandon, tell him to get that Escort Mark II shell done.
That's why he's taking a breath from being kicked in the
2K
nuts.
is not in scale. I disagree, Philip. Once it's flatted back properly and polished, looks just fine.
Yep.
And, he's in the chat. Chris is in the chat. Brilliant. Your opinion's your opinion, Philip. You're entitled to it, mate. You build what you want, and I'll build what I want. So
2K is not in scale. 2K is not in scale if you apply it with a roller, or if you apply
you don't flat it back and polish it. That's which a lot of people don't.
That's
I don't know.
See, that's the thing. Like, you can make any paint look not in scale if you whack it on super thick and it builds up on the edges and everything. But as long as you use the technique of flapping it back, you can make it look in scale and excellent at the same
You can use 1K and end up with no shine at all, and it looks even worse.
Yeah.
Because I really don't rate 1K.
I've never understood how people can say like something that is see-through is the wrong scale. You know what I mean?
I think it's because of the thickness of some of the kit 2K.
Yeah, it's the depth of the it's the depth of the coat.
It depends on how thick you put it
And
on.
also, I must say, it's also the shine. Because if it's too shiny, it can reflect the one-to-one world around. For example, you want a 24 car, and it makes it it puts it out of scale.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, I suppose, but that comes down to just where you photograph.
But the point is, if you're not heavy-handed with the stuff, okay, and you put it on as Paul's instructed, easy coats, you're not going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem.
No, you're not going to.
If you're going to hose it on like an idiot, okay, then you're going to get seam lines filling in and all the rest of it, and obviously it's going to look out of scale then. Okay, but, if you use your common sense, then
But honestly, most things in modeling are not actually properly in scale.
No.
None of it is.
No. And like, I found that out the hard way when I've been like designing stuff to like print for models. I've been taking real measurements, dividing them by 24, and I'm like, well, that is too thin.
Yeah, way off.
Yeah. And that's what they do, don't they? When they're designing it, they'll beef parts up or just because otherwise they're not going to work, especially for like injection molding and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yes. Then you have too thin A pillars which break. That's what happens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It doesn't make a difference.
Or on the alpha models, you have too thick an A pillar. Which, if you built an alpha model, you'll know what I mean. You've seen them out, haven't you? Some of the A
Yeah,
pillars
they're huge. Yeah.
way too big, but it's modeling. You're making a scale model interpretation of a real thing.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Well, it is. It's a scale model. It's not going to be perfect, is it? And
Take a look at an AMT kit. One side of the car is this thick of plastic. The other side of the car is this thick of plastic. Like, you know, there's no, like Dan says, there's no way that any of this is to scale. It's just a representation of what it is. Like, you want everything to scale, absolutely to scale. Then you better start scratch building 100%.
Yeah.
Mike in the chat is asking what's a good clear coat that isn't like 1K or 2K or.
There's a few water-based ones, isn't there? You've got Aquagloss.
Aquagloss. Yeah.
It's quite a bit of work.
If somebody's looking for something that's not like a lacquer or anything like that, I would definitely suggest Aquagloss, because I tried it once. I clear coated a model in Aquagloss. I left it about 3 weeks and then I polished it up, and it did look really, really good.
Well, there is a small trick with Aquagloss to get it a bit shiny. Is as soon as you've sprayed it, as long as there's no runs, quickly hit it with a hairdryer and then put it down, leave it. There's something to do with the heat and the leveling properties of the Aquagloss that make the shine come right to the top. And every time I've done that, it works really, really well. Because that's what I used to use. Before I started using lacquer-based stuff, and GX100 is my favorite. I love that stuff. But it were Aquagloss all the way. I've probably still got 3 bottles on it up yonder, because I've heard on the grapevine that Alclad have gone under.
If you're going to do the hairdryer thing, make sure that your area is freshly down before you do it. Because if you turn it on, you'll blow a metric crap ton of dust. Just make sure your area is clean before you do it. And I'd like to add one thing. It doesn't make a difference what clear you use. If you put too much on, you're going to fill seam lines and it's going to look unrealistic. So it doesn't make a difference which one you use.
Correct.
So
I agree with that.
I'm not sure. Philip said that's his point. I don't know what the reference of the point was, because we talked about it a lot, but I'd rather see something with too much 2K on and maybe think, oh, it's a little bit thick, than see something that is supposed to be a shiny car that isn't a shiny car.
Yeah, that looks like pebble dashing.
And I look at my display case, and other than thinking, holy crap, it needs a dusting.
Yeah.
I don't look at any of mine and think, oh my God, they look woefully unreal. I'm happy with them. It's 2K for me. Nothing beats 2K. For ease, speed, looking great straight away. Nothing's as easy to sand and polish and as forgiving as 2K.
Yeah, exactly. That's another big
We've got a few people who've recently gone from single stage. There's no such thing as 1K, by the way. It's a load of bollocks. It's a single stage clear, is what it is.
Just a lack of pink.
It's just a lacquer clear. So Jamie used to use like X22. Paul used to use. Oh, Jamie has. I'll rephrase it. I'm not saying they're not using it anymore. Jamie's used X22 a lot. Paul's used Zero Paint a lot. Joe's used GX100.
Yeah, super clear, UV cut.
I've used them all. I've used spray cans a lot, and they all work to a degree. But for me, nothing beats 2K.
Bottom line is your
try
kit.
it eventually.
Bottom line is your kit. You clear it how you think you want, and if you're happy with it, that's all that's important.
That is all that matters.
I would never be publicly disrespectful and say someone's model looks like it's been whatever such and such because it's got 2K on it, and then say the other way around, say that model looks shit because it didn't use 2K and it's got a piss poor clear coat on it. Because that's what someone's chosen to do, and that's the best they've got out of it. That's the best they've got out of it.
If the modeler's happy with the model, Enough said.
That's it. End of story.
Yeah.
The only time I'll ever say anything is if I see someone using 2K, especially ours, and looking at it, I've got a good eye for it. I can see like where just another little quick coat of 2K would have got rid of a little bit of an imperfection.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I'd ever say anything. But it's up to you what you use at the end of the day. It's up to you, but maybe not criticise others for what they use.
Yeah.
That's what I like about ISM as a group. You can, if you want, you can go on there and you can ask for people to critique your work, and people will. But it's the main, well, not the main, but one of the rules is you don't just randomly critique other people's work, because they might be really, really happy with that, and that's fine. If they're happy with that, and if they're happy with that model, then I'm happy with that model. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's all about what you like and what you think looks good, and that's it, don't it? You know.
Gotcha.
Would 2K system work for a noob? Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course it would.
As long as you take the health.
So simple.
As long as you take the health precautions with a good respirator, cover your hands and skin up, eyes if you can.
Yeah.
Make sure you're in the room by yourself and get out the room when you're sprayed, which you should do with every paint, to be honest.
I was just going to say that. You should be doing
all the safety implications you do with 2K, you should do with any paint. And exactly like, Mike's saying animals on the kitchen table, and I know people that spray lacquers at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
You want to spray 2K because the lacquer fumes aren't good for you.
Anything atomized is not going to be good for your lungs.
Yeah, correct.
You know.
So you should be taking. As long as you take the precautions, it's fine. It's very forgiving.
Yeah, I would say
it's going to sound like a sales pitch, and I know it does. It always does for me because it kind of is in a way, but it's not. I've used a lot of 2Ks over the years, loads, probably 10 plus from loads of major manufacturers. Some I think are a load of crap. Some had issues that weren't dealt with at the time, which was very disappointing. I could name them, I'm not going to. I've used lots of automotive-based ones that have worked out expensive because of the amount you're buying and it goes off. And the only one I've ever found I ever really liked was Gravity. Gravity's very good 2K, and I'm selling a rival product, and I'm still going to say it's very, very good. It's very good. Really is good 2K. I got ours and tested it, and I'm gobsmacked how good ours is. It's so easy to use. I've never been able to. If I sprayed that Ferrari today with Gravity 2K, I'd have had runs everywhere and would have ruined that paint job. Because of the angles of that car, it is ridiculous. Because all the fenders flow underneath. It's got all the arches that come over. It was a nightmare to 2K. And I had to put quite a bit of 2K on it to get it to level. Because if I'd done that with Gravity, it would have I'd have ruined it. And the whole time, I was sat in the house for 4 hours waiting to come back out. And I was just like, please don't be any runs. Because I put so much 2K down on it. It's so forgiving. It's unreal. I'm blown away how good that 2K is. It's unbelievable. I just can't wait for people like Roland and Joe who've used other 2Ks to try them. And see what they get their honest opinions as well. Or I was going, no, it's a bit longer this. Oh, I've got a good hour of talking shit here.
One thing I do want to throw in, as well before we go off the subject is don't worry too much about like the mixing ratios and stuff. You don't have to get him exactly bang on, just close enough is fine. I've accidentally added double flipping thinner or double hardener, and just I've messed it up quite a few times. And
I'm going to go back on that one and say be as accurate as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing.
I don't think
the other tweak is the thinner. You tweak the thinner a bit. But as a manufacturer 2K, I would say be as accurate as you possibly can. Because you'll end up with 2K that doesn't go off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you're not careful, that activator, it's a specific mix. You can get away with a mil or,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, don't be too precious of like getting like bang on 1.5, bang on 1.5.
I would still try and be precise if you can.
Yeah, but don't stress about it. Like.
Right, okay, let's get this done before Alan has to go. Right, Alan's going to go through what you've been buying, which Si normally does, but he's not here.
Him on his bouncing about on his jet ski.
What needle size you need to use with ProScale 2K? I think Alan used 0.2. I use 0.3. I'm using the 0.5 iWater, which is probably the equivalent of the 0.35 Apex, to be honest. A little bit bigger, maybe. Just find it goes down to the bigger.
I use the Apex. I use the Apex for
Apex will do it just fine.
Yeah.
I would ask one quick question. Do you need to take any different cleaning measures when you're using it?
No, just lack of thinness.
No. Thinness, lack of thinness.
We got our own, or you can use generic. Go on.
Right then, this is what have you been buying over the last, I think it's 3 weeks worth, this is, I think, so it's quite a lengthy section. First up, we've got our very own Mr. Simon Shaw, who's not here this evening, and he's got some supplies.
Blackout.
Your tapes, I think some mixing spoons there.
Raper.
Basic file set, another spray stand there, and I think they're like, are they masking all the actual
Rapers? They seam as well.
Yeah, pretty cool. And Simon's also got his Acura NSX, which he won on the auction night.
Interesting to see what that's like, that kit.
Yeah, would be interesting.
Hope it's better than the box.
But postage, I bet postage are expensive for him.
Because even though just the one buy for me this week, my winning lot from last week's auction, the 125th 2021 Dodge Charger RT. So it looks like a nice kit, that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because it's been another week, Chris has also got in. So he's got a few more bits to detail the Porsche, some Tamiya carbon fiber, some diamond tread plate, and a little PE bender. Nice.
Oh. That's good, that charger, isn't it?
Yeah, it does look very nice. Next up, we've got David. It says, my haul from the auction last Friday. Thanks to Simon for all his hard work. Well, thank you, David, for spending such a large amount of money by the looks of things.
Wow.
Some great kits there.
Very nice kit.
Patches, is it? The
Some
NSX,
cool kits there.
747. That Calsonic that everybody wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So
I really,
A tablet, keyboard.
yeah.
Granite worktop as well, lovely.
Great.
Dino and the Porsche.
And a
Nice
foot.
little hole there. Nice.
I really wanted that chopper at the top, the gold, the snake one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next up, we've got James Williams. He says some new paints arrived from ProScale Paints. Porsche Oak Green
There we go.
Jägermeister Porsche Orange, Nissan Millennium Jade, Grey Primer, and 2K Clear.
Really?
I do well with those. Great paints, James. Great paints. That Porsche Oak Green looks a lovely colour as well, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
It's just so nice to have a supplier who can mix the color you need, you know, that's just amazing.
Next up, we've got Shane Wright. He says, I didn't get what I was hoping for my birthday, so I bought another 112 Tamiya Ducati V4.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Good kit. I got that. It's a good kit.
Oh, yeah, you've built that, haven't you?
Yep.
Shane says, a few more arrived today, a little supply from ProScale Paints, some stickers, and a couple of 112 decals from a Tamiya Suzuki RGB 500 bikes from the late 70s.
Nice.
Got a nice selection of paints there.
Nice,
That's
nice.
is it? Jägermeister Orange, Aston Martin Silver, Porsche Golden Yellow's got them all, hasn't he? Wow. 2K. Nice haul there. Nice
And it
haul.
got to New Zealand in 3 weeks, including 4-day Easter holiday, which is good going.
Wow.
It's very good going.
They picked up a couple of new stickers there as well. Look as well. See. Nice haul there again, Shane. Next up, we've got our very own Mr. Jamie Beat. He says, evening peeps. A little supply package from the guys at ProScale Paints. Looking forward to pouring this lot over some plastic. Literally, so he's gone for the whole as well. The whole lot. It's got, is that all the primers? The black, the grey, the pink, and the white, is it, Jamie?
Oh.
Yeah.
And your other one's going out today, Jamie, as well. You should have it tomorrow. Oh, it
I'm
might.
telling you.
Yeah.
It's way forward, mate.
And I was doing yours today saying Jamie Beat's got smelly feet. which really confused my little boy James because he kept going, "How do you know he's got smelly feet?" Honestly, he didn't get it at all. He didn't get it. So,
Brilliant. Next up, we've got, is that Lucas? Lucas, yeah. It says brand new Hyundai i22 Sebastian Loeb version.
Wicked.
That looks pretty awesome, actually. Have you got one of those yet, Dan?
No.
No, because I'm broke.
Ah. You'll be getting
Tuned
on your radar, though, I bet.
Find that hard to believe.
He's embarrassed by his wealth. That's what he means.
Yeah, find that hard to believe. Dan.
Looks like a nice kit, that, Lucas.
It's all that gallivanting around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, it costs money.
Oh, I didn't pay for any of that, but you know.
Next up, we've got Mark Bride. He says, my auction win. Well done for all the money raised. Is a Tamiya F15C in 148, which will be his first plane build. Well done.
Oh, right.
Good man.
And
Very cool.
Himself,
Quite big in 148.
That's what she said.
Some golf decals and window masks for the McLaren MP412C by Fujimi. Well, I'm not going to say it. Hobby design transkit for the Tamiya Nissan R35. Some detail up parts for the Tamiya Suzuki GSX RR and Sauber Mercedes C9. Brilliant. One thing I'll say to you, Mark, I'm going to say it, Mark, those window masks, take a scan of them, put it over Tamiya tape and cut it out of Tamiya tape. Don't put those on your windscreen, mate.
don't bother taking the scan of it, mate. Just take them out, stick them on top of the tape, and cut round it.
Yeah.
Quicker.
Yeah,
right.
you can do that too.
They're terrible. I'm going to be honest. They leave shite all over your windows.
I was going to say, is that the ones with the terrible adhesive?
Yes.
I am going to say, is that LB Performance wide body kit a current thing, and is it for the Tamiya kit? Does it say 24-300? That's got to be the Tamiya kit.
Yeah, 24-300 kit number.
How cool is that thing?
Well, the R35 plastic model kit, yeah, 24-300, which I'm assuming is going to be
That's
Tamiya.
normally Tamiya's codes like that, yeah.
Yeah.
How cool is that thing? I like that.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah. Have a look at that. What's in the little bag on the left?
It looks like rear damper set for the Sauber C9.
Oh, okay. Who makes that? Oh, Geronimo. I can see it now.
Yeah.
Very cool. That MP412 kit's awesome. It's a great kit to build. What's the top?
What's what? Sorry.
Oh, clutch set by Falcon Models.
Ooh.
I've not seen them before. They must be 3D printed, are they?
I would imagine so. Yeah.
Probably.
Cool. Very nice. That's all from Mark, I think. Next up, we've got Aaron. More paint from ProScale, which implies he's already had some before, so he must like it because he's bought more.
Yeah.
Is that the Edge Primer, is it? I think.
Edge Primer, mate, yeah.
Edge Primer, the black microfiller and the light grey microfiller, the Brembo brakes and the Z-Tune silver.
Silver, yeah, lovely.
Nice.
We've got loads more colours coming as well. I've got the Ford and the Porsche Gulf colours to do over the weekend.
Nice.
And something else. Forgotten about. Hang on.
One for myself, just got through the door, managed to get one eventually, the 155 112 scale Model Factory Hero Alpha 155. I've got me some Edge Primer from ProScale Paints. I got me a whole load of carbon decals for the.
Do you eat that
Hero.
stuff?
Sorry, go
every week.
I know, yeah. Well, this Mazda, I mean, it's going to eat carbon. It's a carbon monster. So, yeah, I got myself a load of carbon for that from Model Factory Hero, all the different various patterns that you need. Then I went and bought myself a FDM 3D printer.
Oh, yeah.
Stuck it in a nice little cabinet to keep it nice and warm. Then I thought, well, I might as well go out and buy another brain box for the FDM printer, which is a Sonic Pad. It's runs Clipper. It just basically improves the printing speed and the print quality.
Nice.
And then I went and bought some more carbon fiber. and
have they got any left?
And some dashes. Well, these are different ones again because there's loads of different types of carbon in the car. It's crazy.
Hold on, newsflash! There is now a worldwide shortage of carbon fiber.
Yeah, Mr. Parker's house. That's right.
Yeah, the dashes for the for the scheme on the Mazda, because I'm going to, rather than use the kit decals, which are all the greens in decals, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to spray both the colours and put the dashes on.
Hang on.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, I got you now.
Because it's got dashes in between all the triangles, isn't it?
Demarcation in the colours, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all for me. Next up, we have Andrew, and he says, "Evening all. While visiting Arnhem last week, my wife bought me Trumpeter's 135th Fawn SLT 56 tank transporter."
Oh, she's a keeper, buddy. Oh, that's nice.
That is a beast. It says, "Also, my winning purchases from the auction, Revell's 124th GMC pickup and a book by Dr. Cranky. Thanks for looking."
Nice.
So that's the book everybody wanted, wasn't it?
Yeah, I wanted that as well.
And the GM pickup. That's cool. Nice. That's going to be huge, isn't it?
I know.
Yep.
Oh, it's quite something.
Yeah, big out.
Next up, we've got Brandon, and says, "Got a new transkit to do the Too Fast, Too Furious Evolution."
Ooh, okay.
That goes on the Fujimi kit then. There.
Yeah.
It's an Evo 7, that, isn't it? So nice. And says, Brandon says, "Also picked up some cheap kits at Ollie's." I don't know what Ollie's is. It must be a local place to him.
Ollie's is an overstock store. So you'll find, lots of things, stores that had bought too much stock and then they offload it and goes to Ollie's.
Okay.
So, look at the prices on them: $13, $13, $13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it depends what you use. I mean, I'll personally, because they've got monogram on the box, I'd probably walk straight past them, to be fair myself, but that's just me. Obviously, people do build them, and they do build up, don't they? So
yeah, some of them do. Yeah. If you're going to Ollie's, you won't find the latest greatest kits, but you will find some like old stock, and you may find kits that
pretty rare,
maybe don't sell well, but are still very desirable.
Yeah. He's got a good selection of the Diablo there. He's got himself the Dodge Ram, Dodge Viper, and he's got himself the Apache from Revell, which I dare say is a reasonable kit.
Yeah, you either go to Ollie's or you come to South Africa. Choice is yours.
And Brandon also got himself, he says, lastly got a bunch of new decals for some future builds. Which
very
nice.
Cool.
Bonnet schemes and things. Yeah, nice.
Cool.
Some boys there, Brandon. Next up, we've got David Wraith, and with one purchase and one win on last week's auction, my collection of Fair Ladies is, I believe, complete. Nice. That Nissan one there, the old one of the original 300ZX, is a nice kit. Nice car.
Has anybody built that particular Fair Lady kit?
It's quite an old kit, that one there, isn't it? I believe that Tamiya kit.
That must be
myself,
the kit, yeah.
I believe it built up. It's pretty basic. It's curbside, isn't it? So it's one of the Tamiya's earlier kits.
Okay.
And I say I've got the Fair Lady's head in the stash above me. It looks to be an okay kit, but I've not built it yet. So a couple of nice kits.
Very nice.
Next up, we've got Richard Farmer. He says, "Good evening, everyone. Got a couple of kits this week for my birthday. Hopefully a few more on the way. Both of them look great, but I was generally surprised by the size of the Porsche. It's a beast. I can't wait to get it started. Hope we'll have a nice Easter break and doesn't overdose on chocolate. Thanks for looking." He's got himself the Celsonic Skyline, which is a classic little kit, and the 112 Jägermeister 934 Porsche. Which again, it's a great kit.
Very cool.
Keep him busy.
Yep, definitely.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Sean White. He says, "Evening, guys. First up, this little lot. The 3 kits across the top are charity auction wins. It's Monogram 124th Hemi Cuda, Kitbox 124th Yaris, which he got for a steal of a price,
yep,
and the AMT 125th General Lee. The others were eBay bargains, which is the Tamiya 05 Impreza and the Hasegawa Volkswagen Microbus. Also had another delivery from the fine folks over at ProScale Paints, and he's got them all. He's got all the primers there.
A few there.
And wow, he's got some colours there.
Yeah, some nice ones in there.
Yeah, at 23 window
I'm
microbus
sure.
is definitely easier to build than the Revell one. I can tell you that for nothing.
Yeah.
He also put in the chat, he's well impressed with the ProSail 2K. Used it for the first time using this week, and it was a joy to use.
It is good stuff. Sean's also some Veterinaris wins, a Revell 112 Kawasaki KZ 1000.
Oh,
That's an old
that's
bike,
a
and
cool bike.
AMT 125th Jaguar XJ 220.
Cool car.
And an AMT 125th Winds Charger.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, actually, to be fair. Nice. And Sean's also had a bunch of mainly eBay purchases arrive too. This is the Tamiya 120th Wolf WR1, the Tamiya 124th Mazda RX-7, the Tamiya 124th Opel Astra, which was an absolute bargain at 30 quid. No way.
Jesus.
Also, the Aoshima 124th McLaren F1, which used to belong to the late Sam McCord. And there's also some replacement decals for the Tamiya 120th Williams FW07. So quick Studio 3D decals for the Zvezda Kamazda rally truck.
Astra's a steal.
Yeah, I built that. Oh God, I must have built that back in maybe 2001, 2002. Yeah, I'd love to build it again. It's a great kit because it's got side opening doors as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
They're a bit tricky, those doors.
Yeah. I've still got the original kits up in the loft somewhere, built up, you know, but not a very good standard. But yeah.
Well, nothing's changed.
Quite right. A nice haul there, Sean.
Yeah. He's definitely planning for his retirement.
It says first Hella set of 2 Ferguson tractors in 124th. Would be nice to see more civilian machinery like bulldozers and tractors as models.
Yes.
They do exist. There's just
Yeah,
not.
they're around. They're around. Yeah.
All right. Anti's also got the new Tamiya 148 set of Dornier 335 and is that Kubel wagon? Is it?
Is that Kugelwagen? Yeah.
Yeah.
Been wanting this Tamiya Dormer for ages.
I didn't even know the Kugelwagen in 148 exists. So, oh wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Cool aircraft, those things.
Awesome. Huge.
Yeah. And Anti has also got 2 Abergun barrels for Tigers, early and late. The Tamiya Zimmerit sheet for mid-late Tigers. Mesh sets for Tigers and FC model tow cables for the Churchill tanks. Also got Tamiya 74 mini bending pliers, which are not in the picture. Nice.
Does it say what scale those are?
Which one's Andy?
24th, it said then, didn't it? The tractor?
No. The Abers, the Zimrit set.
30. It'd be 35th, mate.
35th, not 148th. Okay, I didn't. Okay.
See the code?
Yeah, what is it? It says 135th on that one.
It's 35th on the Aber as well. The barrel on the right is starting with 35 on the code.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
On 35th, yeah.
I did not realize that Tamiya did a Zimrit detail set
Yeah,
like that.
it's like stick on.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's all right, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
And that's it for Anti. And what have we got next? We've got Cy White next. He says, evening guys, hope you're well. I've been up for a while. The Lancia Super Delta by Hasegawa. Looking forward to starting this one. Thanks for looking. That's nice.
Very cool.
Just incidentally, I got a message from Simon for you, Alan.
Yeah.
I'll read it. I'll read it as he's wrote it. Tell Alan he's shit at reading my section. I'm just listening in.
That's
not very nice. At least he's here, Simon.
Yeah.
Over there.
Exactly.
And sober.
Yeah, supposedly decorating.
Yeah.
Holding on to Manuel.
The only decorating he's doing is painting the town red, I can assure you.
Or the back of the
exactly.
or the back of the toilet pan in the morning.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Craig Stadius. I was waiting for it.
Greek stages.
It says just a couple of essentials bought this week and just arrived this afternoon. He's got himself the Tamiya pin vise, and a very good pin vise it is too.
Yep.
And just remember, you can unscrew the back end of it, and it's got another.
Yeah.
Most people don't follow
Anybody
that.
who doesn't know that?
Well, quite a few.
Yeah.
And he got himself some smooth cut Tamiya files. Probably something I'll invest in myself at some point.
It's a very good set for little money. That's the ones I use.
Yeah.
Simon's in the chat saying he's working. He actually is working.
Oh, sorry. Well, yeah, work. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Actually, a working pro scale website at the minute, putting paints on.
Of course he is.
Don't give me that. Don't give me that. That's not
Of course he is.
He's having a go at me for putting the stickers numbers wrong.
He's having a coup, believe it.
Next up.
To be fair, that does sound like Simon.
He is. I put the hyphen. I've got to put the hyphen in the code. He's having
We've got Dean Slater. Evening all. First time back in a few weeks. And a pair of American classics for me. Happy modelling. He's got himself the Monogram 59 Cadillac Eldorado.
Love that.
And the Revell 40s Coors Light Sterling Marlin Dodge Intrepid. Is it RT? That looks like a cool car, actually.
A 59 Caddy would be nice.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'd rather have the stock car, I think, myself personally. But
No, the 59 Caddy you can move in with your family. It's enough space for everybody.
The bottom one's got very hair long. I fancy your cousin.
And next up, we've got Glenn Snyder, and it says, evening all. To start, I picked up the Hasegawa 124th Lancia Stratus HF Rally. To go with it, decals, Photox from Studio 27, and the new engine kit from GP Modeling. Ooh, that's interesting. So I take it that's like a full engine kit to go in it then, is it?
I guess so.
Very cool.
Eyes on that one, Glenn, when you're building
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, it is. I was just looking at those actually. What a
We
surprise.
can buy the Lancia 037 engines, which look absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. I was looking. Someone did the 037 engine there. It looked absolutely amazing.
He says, next is the Hasegawa 124th Zack Speed ZK891 and the Fujimi 124th Suzuki RGV-R. That Suzuki's an old.
I love that Pepsi. I love that Pepsi thing. Yeah, that looks good.
That Zack Speed, was that the Indy car, is it?
Yes, the Indy car. That,
Yeah, it looks
like
And then this one's got me. It says, my favourite purchase of this week's Tamiya 112 Lotus Type 78, which has just been re-released.
Yeah.
And I didn't think they'd actually made it to this country yet. Where is Glenn?
Nice.
Of course, it was built as Mario's number 5 because everyone knows that Mario is a ghost.
Yeah, mine's belted in the cabinet.
Yeah, but this all got photo etch and everything in this one, Paul?
Yeah, no.
It's a re-release.
Mine's the older one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that one coming out. All available here. It says, and then lastly, the Salvino's JR 125th Richard Petty, is it? 1977 Charger.
Another Richard
That looks
Petty,
pretty cool.
really.
That looks cool.
Yeah, he's got loads of eyedroppers from Master Airbrush, bottles and siphon tubes from Badger, white ink pens from Pilot, conical file from Tamiya, and a couple of bottles of Mr. Base White 1000.
So number one, how fancy those droppers look.
Yeah.
Number two, when did
Yeah,
Sammy
very
start making
fancy.
that conical? When did Sammy start making that conical file?
Yeah.
I need to get one of them. What's the number on that? 200.
Hash 200, yeah. Was that 200 grit, do you reckon, Paul?
Could be, couldn't it? I never knew they did that. That's got a lot of uses, that one.
That is fantastic, yeah.
A lot of probing with that.
Nice.
Could even use
Everybody
it for
just hitting
modeling.
the internet.
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, sold out.
And
Sold
that's,
out.
that's a lot from Glenn this week. Next up, we've got Dave Hardy. He says, got a jig, help with the supporting aircraft models of the work on them. Good for 1/144th, 1/72nd, and 1/48 scale. Seen here with the 1/72nd Airfix Valiant.
Alan needs to get on them.
Which we saw earlier.
Alan needs to get on them.
Yeah, pretty straightforward, to be honest with you.
Yep. Very easy. You need to get them built, mate. You'll sell them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll have one of them.
Maybe a piece of cake to build those.
Oh,
I'll have one. I'll have one of them if you're making one.
Yep. A lot of demand for these, mate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of people use them. They're not cheap to buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have a look into them now.
Okay.
It's simple to print that, wouldn't it? 'Cause it's all flat.
Somebody with a 3D printer. should
Only
be
the
a
bracket
pro.
at the bottom, isn't it? It's angled.
Alan,
Well,
print that in now.
that's a two-piece. That's two-piece.
That's a, yeah. Is it? No, that's a
three-piece. Three-piece.
Yeah, but it's only that angle at the bottom, isn't it? It's the only angle on it. That piece, yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of it's all flat.
That'll be screwed from the bottom onto that piece there. You see?
Do you reckon?
Yeah, down to it. Yeah.
Alan, armor.
Armor.
They killed it.
We'll see. Anyway.
Moving on quickly.
Obviously, we'll just save that image in there. See?
What's that one there? Donkeys.
Donkeys, yeah.
How's that?
That was donkeys from Paul, by the way.
Still Lewis. Disgusting.
Next up,
Tease
modeler.
Wasn't me. Wasn't
What's
me.
his name? Tease. What's his name? Is it Paul? No, it's not.
Frank.
Frank. No, it's not Frank.
Fresh Paul, yeah.
Anyway, he's got himself. Didn't really want the test car, but I couldn't pass up on the other one. So
that Leon one's hard to get now.
yeah, so the Leon one is nice. I'm not entirely sure what the actual differences are. I think it's the side skirts are slightly different, aren't they?
Yeah, look different.
And I'm not sure if the actual front splitter is different on it as well. I'm not sure. Or is it just a decal scheme?
It's just a scheme, if I remember right. I've got both of them. Yeah, I think it's just a scheme.
But yeah, not a couple of nice
Side skirts do look different.
Nice. Anyway, nice. It's got Tony Tibbs. He says, I got dragged to IKEA on Bank Holiday Monday, and to cheer myself up, I bought a workbench stand with a handy drawer.
Nice.
That's good, guys.
Yeah.
Good idea, yeah.
I can see why you're drawn to it.
That's just given me an idea, actually.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
An idea.
3D print that?
Yeah.
I would say your printer will not. You have to do that in sections.
You can buy just these drawers, the wooden part of the drawers by themselves, can't you? And then you can attach that onto your workbench on some runners. So it pulls, that underneath the bench.
Yeah.
Hey, you're onto something there, Al.
So just to scrape all the crap into, you know.
Be full of dust and shavings, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, your models aren't that bad, Alan.
I know.
You stuck up modelling.
I was going to bring you around to yours, Paul, for you see, but there we go.
Hey.
Anyway, so yeah, he's got that from IKEA, which is grand. And he says, turning late tomorrow today was my decals I had printed from CNC Designs. Loads of figure painting to get on with. They look pretty cool. Ross is the Doctor and stuff. So I take it you've done the artworks then, Tony, and sent them off and have them physically printed. CNC Designs. I'll have to look into them.
Very cool.
Cool, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Next up, we've got Digsby. He says, hello all, trust you are well. My wife got me this so I can do an accurate depiction of my car. Going to order some aftermarket rims to match mine, so I picked up some Mr. Surfacer Grey Primer and Tamiya XF Light Blue. Thanks for taking a look, Digsby.
I wonder what car he got.
I'm not
sure.
86, isn't he?
You must tell us.
Unless he's got the Subaru version.
Unless he's got the BRZ, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be looking forward to see some pictures of that, Digsby.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Just take photographs of a real car.
Next up, he's got Ian Fife. He says, just received Euro decals, F4E decals for a Phantom in Air Defence Command Grey and a can of camouflage putty from AK.
All right.
Where you put the putty, because you
What does camouflage putty do?
It hides the camouflage, so you don't see it. It's basically like using white tack worms to mask out your camouflage.
Okay, all right. Okay.
I believe you can use, hang on, silly putty.
Yeah.
It's almost exactly the same, I believe.
That's cool. Good idea, isn't it? Yeah.
What the hell is Andy doing there?
There you go.
Yeah, he's got a brother.
He farted.
Cy White. He says, "Evening, Simon and the crew." Hiya, Cy.
Yeah.
Hey, Si.
He's working.
Allegedly.
Purchase for me the new BMW M3 E90. 90 Fujimi Intertech class winner. Okay. Also a couple of birthday presents turned up off the Mrs. Resin 3D printed GP modeling Lancia 037 front trans kit and Hasegawa, and also the engine kit as well. Really looking forward to starting these.
Mega.
That GP modeling stuff is phenomenal. Really, really good looking stuff for this.
So I take that's just like loaded like detailed parts, suspension parts, engine parts, and stuff for the.
Yes.
Yeah, everything. They're going to do body kits and everything.
I'm not sure. I've only seen the.
I know they do like a detail upset for the front and for the rear.
Yeah.
Tubular chassis bits and bobs and all that.
It looks cool anyway. But yeah, looks good. Good haul side. Next up, we've got Anthony Ricco, and he says, "Got this oldie but a very goodie, Airfix 124 Ferrari Boxer. Love it."
Yeah. I've never seen that kid.
Cool, isn't it?
Wow.
It's in a price in it Ford's £1.
Yeah.
Hang on, the bit that gets me, rubber-like tyres.
Never mind that. It's been molded in 2 colours.
Wow.
Good God. And a full set of race decals.
State of the art.
Wow.
Wonder what year that's from. That's got to be what?
Old school. Let's just call it old school.
Early 70s.
Way up.
That box, and I would say that was 80s.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think it's like early 80s. That
Rubber-like tires.
Yeah, rubber
It's
like.
cool,
So
it's very cool anyway.
different looking.
Very cool.
I think it's cool.
Next up, we've got Richard. He says, "Evening all, just a few purchases. First, my charity auction wins. I've still got a gut feeling I've got this Super, but it was for charity. Anyway, very impressed with the Mr. Model wheels.
Yeah.
So we've got the Tom Supra, the Mr. Model wheels. They were the metal ones, weren't they? The actual wheels are. Was the metal were you saying? I think they were. So I was saying they're actually a metal rim.
I wouldn't be surprised if they missed a model because they do quite a bit of metal stuff, don't they?
Yeah, and some Airshima rims as well. And his second purchase was this newly released Italieri kit. Next to find a trailer, it's a Scania S77. That's a big rig, is that one, isn't it?
Normal roof.
A normal roof.
Normal roof.
As against what? An abnormal.
Yeah. An Abbey normal.
You rock hard or something.
It says, and third and final, a thank you to Paul Bretland for the link to these. Went a bit overboard with this bargain. 499 Mustang SVT Cobras. Oops, build up anyone?
You can get 2 of them on eBay for 10 quid delivered.
No way.
Mine arrived the other day, perfect. Crazy price.
So cheap, that isn't it?
You take off the postage, which was 4 quid, you're getting 2 kits for 6 quid.
Perhaps even Ollie's didn't want to sell them then.
Maybe. They're still on there, I think. I think it's still on there.
Wow.
They deliver to Canada?
Well, I would for you, mate, so.
Next up is our very own Mr. Andy Callis. He says, "Evening, everyone. Received my copy of the revised Tank Art 2 Allied Armour. This completes my collection of the 4-book series on armour, all painting, rendering, weathering by Michael Rinaldi. Cheers."
Wow, lucky to get that, Andy.
Yep, they are shipping. They are going out. So,
Sweet baby Jesus.
yeah, it's been a long time coming for that one. So, but they are. Go ahead.
What's it actually covering there? Does it cover how to do it? Is it like a how-to guide sort of thing, or is it like all the actual schemes?
It's not a guide on how to build armor. It's a guide on how to paint, ship, weather.
Yeah, so it's all like techniques guides, yeah.
It's a techniques. It is a. Well, anyway, yeah, got it right here. It is probably one of the most in-depth guides you're ever going to find on building armor, or not building, on painting and weathering armor.
Very good, very, very good, Mike. Yeah.
I take it they're pretty rare books as well. Then
they're not rare. They go out of print. They go out of print, and it takes a long time for them to get reissued.
Okay.
So it just really is a fantastic weathering system. There's
I thought you just built it, opened the tin of paint, dipped it in, pulled it out, and job was good.
chuck some mud on it, and you're done.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's how you build models, but not everybody else, Alan.
And anyway, folks, that is all. What have you purchased this week?
Cool.
Wow. Well, you guys got some awesome stuff there.
Well done, Alan.
Yeah, nice one, Al.
Good job.
Good job, bud.
Yeah, there we go. So I was just reading the chat there then. They're out of stock those now, Joe. If you want one, though, you can have one of mine.
No, that's cool, bud.
Oh, shiver up your arse. Screw you.
No gratitude.
Shocking, that, isn't it? Would they give him for free? Could have had it. Could have had it.
Disgusting behaviour.
I'll pass on.
I'll have it.
I'm gonna wait. I'm getting to this as a joke. Shush.
I'll have it. If you don't
I'll
want
pass it on to someone to make a good job of it. Anyone in the chat?
I knew I was coming.
Yeah, you can have one if you want, Joe.
Sounds good.
Tenner. I don't need two, mate. I don't need two. So yeah, we can do another buddy build and complain about how crap the kit is.
There you go.
Yeah.
And realise why it was a $5.
You know what? I've opened them up. It's probably one of the most protective kits I've ever seen. Actually, has a piece of cardboard in it holding the body shell down so it doesn't get damaged. Never seen that in a Revel or ANT kit or anything like that before. And 2 sets of wheels in it. It doesn't look a bad kit, to be fair. It's probably not the most awe-inspiring car, is it? Of them all.
Yeah.
No, it's not one of their best designs of a Mustang.
But still be an interesting build for £3.
We could
tell you what, if you want to experiment or try to do, get your spray painting up or your 2K. I mean, what a better kit to try to practice.
You could pro stock that.
Oh, you could, yeah, you could. Absolutely.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, what the hell's going on? Phillips in the chat. Oh, I see about Jeeves. Gotcha.
Phillips and Si, I added, and Craig.
Yeah, servicing the jet skis. Woo! CK is out the window for my COPD. Boo-hoo. Yeah, unfortunately, Graham. To be honest, mate, I think pretty much all paints will be out the window for you, mate, if you got COPD. Even water-based acrylic, you'd have to be careful with, wouldn't you, with that?
Yeah.
Airborne particles.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, well, there we go. That's it. We're all done. We're all done. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Sean's been there. He's been 2K killing his GR86. Excellent. Good stuff. I'll be back in the morning, be about 10:30ish, probably. Little boy's got swimming tomorrow, so we'll be back on then. Back on Sunday and all through next week as well. So there we are. Thanks everyone for joining us. I've got part 2 of the GATV&W due out tomorrow. Part 1 will up on Wednesday. Fancy chicken.
And making balloon animals.
Yeah.
No, he's just getting himself a prostate exam.
Bit of self-inflicted keyhole surgery.
An itch turned into something much more.
Yep. You got any videos, Jad, Dan?
Yeah,
part 3
legal ones.
Part 3 of the GT40 will be out either over the weekend or early next week.
Excellent. Roland?
Yeah, we have part 3 of the Fiat is coming up this weekend.
Really got to
With
see
all the raw material, just need to edit it, and then a kit review of the 67 Fujimi Port.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
How's the Trans Am coming along, Dan?
It's not moved on last few weeks, just too busy with being away. So I'm leaving it for a bit. But I'll get back to it.
Doing stuff he actually wants to do.
Master Toilet Maker's just joined us. Steve said, I've just got here. Bye.
Bye.
So yeah, we'll catch you next Friday, and if not, we'll see you on my other channel, which is linked in the description down below. We're live every morning over there. Just a informal modelling shit show, basically, is probably the best way to describe it. 3 in the morning.
Us.
Yeah.
There's nothing about photography.
No, you're safe on photography.
Just saying.
But we are into astronomy in a big way. We are. They're quite often we're discussing in several ways of seeing Uranus. So, we'll let you know how we get on at spotting it. We look for planets and stars as well. So thanks for joining us, everyone. Thanks for all these guys for all the hard work they put in. It's like Simon, who's a slacker, he's not here again, and for Luke, who's late because he was there with Sophie's nan, apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
Having a good eat out.
Pardon?
Eating dinner.
Dan, he's having a what?
Eating out?
Eating out?
Yeah.
Where's your little good lad?
Eating a bit of
He
ham.
wasn't at home, he was eating out.
Or pie, was it, Luke?
Christian,
Anyway, bye, everyone.
Have a good weekend. Bye.
Bye.
Go.
See you guys.